What if Naruto Uzumaki wasn't the loud-mouthed underdog we know, but instead a terrifyingly powerful, lazy genius who speaks in a slow drawl and moves at the speed of light? Imagine the Yellow Flash's son inheriting not just his father's legacy, but surpassing it 1,000 times over with the devastating Hikari Henka, light release. This is Naruto as you've never seen him before. No holding back, no mercy, pure, overwhelming dominance. Oh, how scary. Welcome to the story of the second Yellow Flash.
The forest exploded, not with fire or wind or any conventional chakra release. It exploded with light, brilliant, burning, devastating light that turned night into artificial day and vaporized 7 trees instantly. When the after images cleared from the witness's eyes, 12-year-old Naruto Uzumaki stood in the center of a perfectly circular crater, hands in his pockets, dark sunglasses somehow still perfectly positioned on his face. Despite having just moved faster than the human eye could track, around him lay the smoking remains of what had been, moments ago, a group of 12 rogue ninja from Iwagakure. Had been being the operative phrase. Now they were mostly carbon scoring and regret. "Oh!" Naruto drawled, his voice slow and almost musical in its lazy cadence. He tilted his head at the last surviving rogue, a Jonin-level nin who was currently reconsidering every life choice that had led him to this moment. "You're trying to kill me? How scary!" The Jonin's hands trembled as he tried to form seals. Fierce sweat poured down his face. This wasn't how the intelligence had described the QB brat. They'd said he was loud, stupid, weak, an easy target for kidnapping and interrogation about Konoha's defenses. They'd said nothing about this. What are you?" the Jonin stammered. Naruto yawned, covering his mouth with one hand in an exaggerated gesture of boredom. "Ni? What am I? That's a strange question." His fingers extended toward the man almost lazily, light beginning to gather at the tips. "I'm just a genin from Konoha. Is that not enough of an answer?" "That's not. You can't be." "Hikari Henka, laser beam," Naruto said in that same drawling, disinterested voice. The beam of concentrated light punched through the Jonin's chest before he could finish his sentence, leaving a perfectly cauterized hole where his heart used to be. The man looked down at the wound with an expression of profound confusion, then toppled backward. Naruto's hand dropped back to his side. "How troublesome," he sighed. "I wanted to finish my nap before dinner." From the tree line, hidden by camouflage jutsu, 3 Anbu operatives watched in absolute silence. They'd been assigned to tail the Genin team on what was supposed to be a simple C-rank escort mission. The Hokage's orders had been clear. Observe Naruto Uzumaki. Report everything. Now they understood why. Did he just... The one with the cat mask whispered. 12 enemies, Jonin level. Dog Mask's voice was hollow. 4 seconds. 3, corrected the 3rd Anbu, the one with the bird mask. "I counted. From first contact to last kill, 3.2 seconds. They watched as Naruto stretched, his joints popping audibly in the sudden silence of the forest. The yellow-tinted jacket he wore, so similar to his father's Jonin vest but modified to his own lazy aesthetic, caught the moonlight filtering through the canopy. Beneath the jacket, an orange shirt emblazoned with a spiral pattern, dark pants, standard sandals, and those sunglasses. Always those sunglasses, even at night. "Should we?" Cat Mask started. "No," Bird Mask cut in sharply. "We observe. Those are the orders." Naruto's head tilted slightly in their direction, and all 3 Anbu felt their hearts skip a beat. Could he sense them? Through camouflage jutsu and suppressed chakra? But the blonde genin just shrugged and started walking back toward where his team was supposed to be waiting, a slow, meandering pace that suggested he had all the time in the world. Time is money, they say. Naruto mused to no one in particular. But I wonder if that's true when you can move at the speed of light? Do I experience more time or less? He paused mid-step. "Ni, that's a complicated question for before dinner." The Anbu waited until he was gone before dropping their camouflage. "The Hokage needs to know about this," Dog Mask said. "The Hokage does know," Bird Mask replied grimly. "Why do you think we're here?" Iruka Umino had seen a lot of strange things in his years as an academy instructor. Prodigies who could perform jutsu beyond their years. Clan heirs with attitudes that could curdle milk. Students who seemed to have a death wish during kunai practice, but he'd never seen anything quite like Naruto Uzumaki. The 9-year-old sat in the back row, dark sunglasses perched on his nose despite being indoors, chin resting on his palm in a pose of such profound boredom that it seemed almost artistic. While other students frantically took notes on Iruka's lecture about chakra control, Naruto appeared to be asleep, except Iruka knew he wasn't. Because whenever Iruka asked him a direct question, trying to catch him off guard, Naruto would answer perfectly in that slow, drawling voice that made everything sound like he was commenting on the weather. "Naruto," Iruka called out, deciding to test him again. "What are the 5 basic nature transformations?" Without raising his head or opening his eyes behind those sunglasses, Naruto responded, "Fire, wind, lightning, earth, water." Each word stretched out lazily. "Though I suppose that's only if we're not counting the special ones, ni, like my Hikari Henka." The classroom went silent. Light release. The Kekkei Genkai that had made the 4th Hokage famous, though back then, Minato Namikaze had only been able to use it for transportation and basic enhancement. The yellow flash had been fast, but not that fast. Not like this. Not like his son. Sakura Haruno's hand shot up. "Sensei, light release isn't one of the 5 basic natures. It's a Kekkei Genkai. He's showing off." "Oh." Naruto finally lifted his head, turning those obscured eyes toward the pink-haired girl. "Am I showing off? How scary. You figured me out." There wasn't an ounce of sincerity in his tone. Sasuke Uchiha, sitting near the front, scowled. "If you're so special, why are you even here? Shouldn't someone with a Kekkei Genkai be training with specialists?" "Ni, that's a good question," Naruto said, sitting up and stretching. "I wonder why I'm here too. Maybe the old man thinks I need to socialize more? Learn about teamwork?" He made air quotes with his fingers. "Build the will of fire?" "You're mocking it," Sasuke growled. "Am I?" Naruto's smile was lazy, almost mocking. "Or am I just saying words in a funny way? It's hard to tell sometimes, Ni." Iruka cleared his throat. "That's enough. Naruto, while your knowledge is accurate, I'd appreciate if you'd at least pretend to pay attention." Hi. Naruto waved a hand dismissively and slumped back down in his seat. After class, Iruka kept him back. "You know," the Chunin said carefully, "you could have friends if you tried." "Friends?" Naruto tilted his head. "How troublesome. Friends need attention and care and emotional investment." He yawned. "That sounds exhausting." Naruto. "Besides," the Genin's smile was sharp despite its laziness. "Do you really think they want to be friends with the Kyuubi brat? The monster child? The one the parents whisper about?" His tone never changed. Still that same slow drawl, but there was something underneath it now. Something cold. "Ni, Iruka-sensei, we both know the truth." Iruka's heart clenched. "That's not... Oh, you're gonna say that's not true. But I can see them, you know. The way they look at me when they think I'm not paying attention. Fear, hatred, disgust." He paused. "Though lately it's more confusion than anything else. Apparently being strong is more confusing than being weak. The Hokage wanted you to have a normal childhood," Iruka said quietly. "Normal?" Naruto laughed, a short, soft sound. "Iruka-sensei, I've been able to turn my body into light since I was 4 years old. I can move faster than sound. I can fire lasers from my fingers. My father was the Yellow Flash, and I inherited his Hikari Henka, except mine is..." He paused for effect. "Better, stronger, faster." He stood up, gathering his things with unhurried movements. "There's nothing normal about me, and pretending there is? Well," Naruto adjusted his sunglasses, "that just seems like a waste of everyone's time. Time is money, after all." He walked to the door, then paused. "But thank you, Iruka-sensei." This time, there was genuine warmth in his voice, breaking through that lazy facade. "For treating me like a student instead of a monster." He seemed to search for the word, "nice?" Then he was gone, leaving Iruka alone in the classroom, wondering what the hell the Hokage was going to do with Naruto Uzumaki. Hiruzen Sarutobi, the 3rd Hokage, sat behind his desk and stared at the 3 Anbu operatives who just delivered their report. He'd asked for surveillance on Naruto during the Genin team exercises. Standard observation to gauge how the boy was integrating with his peers, how his abilities were developing, Whether he'd learned anything about control and restraint. The answer to that last one was apparently no. 12 Iwanin, Hiruzen repeated slowly. 3.2 seconds. Hi, Hokage-sama, Bird Mask confirmed. He didn't use the Kyuubi's chakra, pure Hikari Henka. We've never seen speed like that. The fourth was fast, but this? He trailed off. The fourth Hokage used his light release primarily for his Hiraishin no Jutsu. Hiruzen said, pulling out his pipe and lighting it. Transportation, enhanced movement, that famous yellow flash. Minato was brilliant, but his Kekkei Genkai was a tool for his techniques, not a weapon in itself. Naruto's different, Dog Mask said. He's weaponized it completely. Those lasers, the light sword, the way he can become intangible, we've never seen anything like it. And his personality? Hiruzen asked, though he already knew the answer. The Anbu exchanged glances. Cat Mask started, then stopped. He's unsettling, sir. That slow way of talking, the constant sarcasm, the way he treats combat like it's a minor inconvenience. And when he kills, she paused, there's no hesitation, no remorse, just efficiency. Hiruzen puffed his pipe, smoke curling toward the ceiling. He's 12 years old. He doesn't act like it, Bird Mask said. Or rather, he acts like someone who's lived a very long time and found the world mostly boring. The Hokage nodded slowly. He'd noticed it too, from the very beginning. Most children with Naruto's power would be either terrified of it or drunk on it. They'd either hide away in fear or lord it over everyone around them. Naruto did neither. He just existed. With the power of a Kaji-level shinobi, the laziness of a sleeping cat, and the attitude of someone who'd seen everything and been unimpressed by most of it. Where did this personality come from? Hiruzen wondered aloud. Minato was serious, dedicated, hardworking. Kushina was fierce, passionate, energetic. He looked at the Anbu. Naruto is none of those things. Perhaps it's a defense mechanism, Cat Mask suggested, to cope with the villagers' treatment. No, came a slow, drawling voice from the window. All four people in the room spun toward the sound, chakra flaring, weapons appearing. Naruto Uzumaki sat on the windowsill, that one leg dangling outside, completely relaxed despite being several stories up. His sunglasses reflected the afternoon light. How did you? Bird Mask started. Yata no Kagami, Naruto said, waving a hand lazily. Light reflection technique, I can travel between any sources of light. The sun was very convenient today, he yawned. Also, you left the window open. That seems like a security risk, ni? Hiruzen raised a hand, stopping the Anbu from moving. Stand down. Naruto, you know you're not supposed to spy on the Hokage. Spy? Naruto's smile was innocent, which meant it was anything but. I wasn't spying. I was just curious what three Anbu were reporting about. And since I could hear my name, well, time is money, and I thought I'd save everyone the trouble of calling me in later. You knew we were watching you, Dog Mask said. Of course. Naruto tilted his head. I can sense movement through light particles. You were in the forest. There was ambient light. Therefore, he made a vague gesture. I knew you were there, though you did well hiding your chakra. Very professional. The compliment somehow sounded like an insult in his drawling tone. Hiruzen dismissed the Anbu with a gesture. Once they were gone, he gestured to the chair across from his desk. Sit. Naruto hopped down from the windowsill with lazy grace and flopped into the chair, slouching immediately. Oh, am I in trouble? How scary! 12 Iwanin, Naruto. They attacked first, Naruto said reasonably. I was practicing my napping technique. They interrupted. What was I supposed to do? You were supposed to retreat and alert your team leader. Nee, but that would have taken so much effort. Naruto sighed dramatically. And they were right there, and I was already annoyed about being woken up. He adjusted his sunglasses. Besides, have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? They hadn't. I thought it would be educational. Hiruzen rubbed his temples. This isn't a joke. I know. For just a moment, Naruto's smile faded. They were going to kill the merchants we were escorting, torture them for information about Konoha, then probably kill me too, though that would have been difficult. The smile returned. So I removed the problem, efficiently, like a good shinobi. You didn't need to kill all of them. Oh, Naruto's head tilted. I thought we killed enemy ninja. Isn't that what ninja do? We capture when possible, interrogate, extract information. How troublesome, Naruto drawled. All that effort for people who were going to die anyway. He paused. Though I suppose I could have left one alive, but then he might have escaped and warned Iwa about my abilities, and that would have been... He seemed to search for the word. Strategically unsound. The terrifying thing was that he had a point. Hiruzen leaned back in his chair. Naruto, do you understand why I'm concerned? Because I'm too strong for my age? Because I don't hesitate? Because I don't fit into the normal Konoha mold? Naruto counted off on his fingers. Or is it because you're worried about what happens when everyone realizes that the QB brat isn't weak and pathetic? His smile was sharp. That maybe the monster child is actually... He paused. Monstrous? That's not what I think, Hiruzen said firmly. Nee, but it's what others will think. Naruto stood up, stretching. It's fine, old man. I know what I am. I'm the second Yellow Flash. Faster than my father, stronger than anyone expects, and absolutely terrible at pretending to be normal. He turned toward the window. But I'm still loyal to Konoha, still a shinobi of the leaf, even if I'm... He made a vague gesture. Unconventional. Where are you going? To get ramen? Naruto said over his shoulder. Tochi-san said he'd teach me a new recipe, something about time management and noodle preparation. He paused at the window. You know, I like Tochi-san. He doesn't care that I'm different. He just cares that I pay for my food and don't cause trouble in his stand. Then he was gone. A flash of light, and the windowsill was empty. Hiruzen sat alone in his office, smoking his pipe, wondering what he was supposed to do with a 12-year-old who fought like a Kagi, talked like a philosopher who'd given up on philosophy, and had the emotional range of a particularly sarcastic houseplant. A 12-year-old who was also the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki and the son of the 4th Hokage. Minato, Hiruzen said to the empty air. Your son is something else entirely. Tochi looked up from his preparations as light coalesced into the form of Naruto Uzumaki. The old ramen chef didn't even blink. He'd long since gotten used to the boy's unusual entrances. The usual? He asked. Hi! Naruto settled onto his stool with a content sigh. And whatever you feel like teaching me today, time is money after all, and learning to make my own ramen seems like a valuable time investment. Ayame Tochi's daughter peeked out from the kitchen. Oh, Naruto, did you finish your mission? Naruto nodded slowly. It was very exciting. We walked, I napped, some people tried to kill us. I removed that problem. More walking, more napping. He yawned. Exhausting, Ayame laughed. She was one of the few people who seemed to genuinely enjoy Naruto's company. You make it sound so boring. It was, Naruto said with complete sincerity. Though the killing part had a few interesting moments, one of them tried to use an Earth-style jutsu. It was very creative. Too bad it didn't work. His smile was lazy. Have you ever tried to hit someone who can turn into light? It's challenging. Tochi set a bowl of steaming ramen in front of him. You know, when I was young, I had a teacher who was a lot like you. Oh, Naruto picked up his chopsticks. Someone else who can turn into light? How interesting. No, Tochi chuckled. Someone who was incredibly talented but acted like everything was too much trouble. Drove his sensei crazy. But you know what I learned about people like that? What? Naruto slurped noodles with appreciation. They care more than they let on. They just show it differently. Naruto was quiet for a moment, chewing thoughtfully. Nini, Tochi-san, you're very perceptive. Has anyone ever told you that? Once or twice. I think, Naruto said slowly, that caring openly seems very exhausting. All that emotional investment, all that vulnerability, it's much easier to. He gestured vaguely with his chopsticks. Maintain distance. Let people think you don't care. That way, when they disappoint you, he shrugged, it doesn't hurt. And when they surprise you? Naruto's smile was genuine this time. Then it's a pleasant surprise, like this ramen, always delicious, never disappointing, very reliable. Is that why you come here so often? Ayame asked, sitting down next to him with her own bowl. Partially, Naruto admitted. Also because you two don't look at me like I'm going to explode, or like I'm a monster, or like I'm some kind of weapon. You just... He paused. See me. We see a kid who likes ramen and has terrible fashion sense, Ayame teased, flicking his sunglasses. Oh, how scary. Fashion criticism. But Naruto was smiling. These sunglasses are practical. They hide my eyes, make it harder for people to read my expressions. Also, he adjusted them. They look cool. They look ridiculous. Ayame said flatly. Same thing. They ate in comfortable silence for a while. The only sounds, the slurping of noodles and the sizzle of Tochi's cooking. This was one of the few places Naruto actually relaxed, where the lazy drawl wasn't a defense mechanism, but genuine contentment. Naruto, Tochi said eventually. I heard they're forming the Genin team soon. Hi, Naruto sighed. More teamwork exercises, more pretending to be weaker than I am so I don't make my teammates feel bad. More dealing with people who don't understand that sometimes the efficient solution is the best solution. He paused. How troublesome. You might be surprised, Tochi said. The right team can change everything. Ni, you're an optimist, old man. And you're a pessimist who pretends to be lazy. I don't pretend, Naruto said seriously. I am genuinely lazy. Why use effort when you can use overwhelming power? It's much more efficient, Ayame snorted. That's not what lazy means, isn't it? Naruto tilted his head. I thought lazy was finding the easiest path to success, and my easiest path happens to involve. He raised one hand, light gathering at his fingertip. Lasers. The light condensed into a tiny, controlled beam that he used to precisely heat his tea to the perfect temperature. See? Efficient. Toki shook his head, but he was smiling. You're something else, kid. I know? Naruto finished his ramen and set down his chopsticks with satisfaction. It's my charm. Team assignments, 3 months later. The academy classroom buzzed with nervous energy. Graduation had been yesterday, and today the new Genin would learn their team assignments. Iruka stood at the front, clipboard in hand, trying to project calm authority while internally wondering how this was going to go, especially with him. Naruto sat in his usual spot, back row, sunglasses on, apparently asleep. Though Iruka knew better by now. All right, settle down, Iruka called out. I'm going to announce the 3-man teams and your Jonin instructors. The room quieted. Team 7. Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, Kiba Inuzuka. Your Jonin instructor is Kakashi Hake. Sakura squealed. Sasuke grunted. Kiba looked confused about being separated from Shino. Team 8, Hinata Hyuga Shino Aburame Sai. Your Jonin instructor is Kurenai Yuhi. More reactions, but Iruka continued. Team 9, Ino Yamanaka Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akimichi. Your Jonin instructor is Asuma Sarutobi, the Ino Shikacho formation as expected. And Team 10, Iruka paused, glancing at the Hokage special notes. Naruto Uzumaki, Tenten, Neji Hyuga. Your Jonin instructor is Might Guy. The classroom exploded with noise. What? Sakura shrieked. Why does Sasuke-kun get stuck with him? Wait, I thought Naruto failed the graduation exam. Someone else called out. I did. Naruto's lazy voice cut through the chaos. He hadn't moved from his position. 3 times, actually. Terrible at clone jutsu. Can't make them work properly. Then why are you? Because the Hokage made a special exception. Naruto stretched, finally sitting up. Something about my other skills compensating for my clone deficiency. His smile was sharp. Though between you and me, I think he just got tired of me retaking the exam. The truth was more complicated. Naruto couldn't perform the regular clone jutsu because his chakra was too powerful and too different. The Kyuubi's influence made the standard illusion-based technique impossible. But he could do shadow clones easily, and the Hokage had finally agreed that this was an acceptable substitution, though they kept that quiet. In the back corner, Neji Hyuga's eyes narrowed. Team 10 with the Dobe and some weapon specialist girl? This was an insult to his genius. Tenten, sitting a few rows away, looked equally unhappy. She'd hoped to be on a team with Lee, and the door slammed open with explosive force. Yosh! Bellowed a figure in a green jumpsuit, giving a dramatic thumbs up. I heard my name. Team 10, where are my students? Might Guy had arrived. Naruto slowly raised one hand. Here? Guy's gaze locked onto him, and for a moment, the Jonin's perpetual smile faltered. He'd read the file. He knew what this kid could do. Excellent. Meet me on training ground 3 in 10 minutes. We must test your flames of youth. Then he was gone, leaving a dust cloud in his wake. Naruto sighed heavily. Oh, how troublesome. He seems very energetic. Tenten appeared at his shoulder, arms crossed. Listen up, Uzumaki. I don't know how you convinced the Hokage to let you graduate despite failing 3 times, but don't think you can slack off on my team. Your team? Naruto tilted his head. I thought it was Guy Sensei's team. How scary! You already took command. That's not. Neji stepped up beside her. The Dobe has a point, Tenten. though I doubt either of you will be able to keep up with my level. His Byakugan activated briefly. Fate has placed me with the inferior. He stopped because Naruto had stood up, and suddenly the air felt different, heavier, more dangerous. Ni Neji-san. Naruto's smile was lazy, but his voice had an edge to it now. Did you just call me inferior? How mean? He adjusted his sunglasses. I wonder what would happen if someone with a Byakugan tried to track someone who moves at light speed. His head tilted. Would your eyes explode? That would be unfortunate. Neji's Byakugan deactivated. Despite himself, he felt a chill run down his spine. There was something wrong about Naruto Uzumaki. Something that set off every instinct Neji had developed as a ninja. Let's just get to the training ground, Tenten said, breaking the tension. Naruto's demeanor shifted back to lazy in an instant. Hi! Hi! He yawned. Though I should warn you, I might nap during the test. Guy-sensei seems like the type to talk a lot. Guy stood in the center of the field, hands on his hips, teeth gleaming in the sunlight. His 3 new students stood before him, Neji looking arrogant, Tenten looking determined, and Naruto looking like he wished he was literally anywhere else. Now then, Guy announced, the traditional Genin test. You must take these 2 bells from me before noon. He held up 2 small bells. Those who fail get sent back to the academy. Wait, Tenten said. There are 3 of us and 2 bells. Exactly. This tests your ability to work together while also recognizing that not everyone can. Can I just take both bells? Naruto interrupted. Guy blinked. What? The bells, Naruto gestured lazily. Can I just take them both? Or do I have to share? Because teamwork is very nice and all, but it seems more efficient if I just... He raised one hand. Handle it. Neji scoffed. You can't even perform a basic clone jutsu. That's true, Naruto admitted. I'm terrible at that one, but I'm very good at other things. His smile widened. Naruto, Guy said, his voice suddenly serious. I've read your file. I know what you can do, but this test is about teamwork, not individual. Oh, you've read my file. Naruto's tone was pleased. Then you know that teamwork is. He paused. Not my strong suit? He glanced at Neji and Tenten. No offense? Every offense taken, Tenten snapped. The test begins. Now, Guy announced immediately. Neji and Tenten scattered, moving to flank positions. Standard tactics. Observe the Jonin's movements, look for openings, coordinate attacks. Naruto stayed exactly where he was. Ni Guy-sensei, he called out. Have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? Guy's eyes widened. Wait, you're not actually going to. Hikari Henka, light speed kick. Naruto's body dissolved into pure light, a brilliance that made everyone shield their eyes and crossed the distance to Guy faster than thought. Guy, to his credit, managed to block. The impact created a shockwave that flattened every tree within 20 meters. Guy skidded backward, his arms smoking from the kinetic force. My God, he breathed. That was. Naruto was already behind him, reforming from light particles. Ah, you blocked! How impressive. His hand extended, fingers pointing. Hikari Henka, laser beam. Guy dodged, barely, the laser beam scorching the ground where he'd been standing. From their hiding spots, Neji and Tenten watched in absolute shock. What is he? Tenten whispered. Neji's Byakugan was active, and what he was seeing made no sense. His chakra, it's transforming into something else, something that doesn't follow normal patterns. And his speed, he could barely track it. Even with his enhanced vision, Guy was now moving at full speed, the speed that had earned him recognition as Konoha's beautiful green beast. He formed hand seals in a blur. Fire style, fire dragon jutsu. The massive dragon of flame roared toward Naruto, who yawned. Photon intangibility. The fire passed through him, literally through his body of light particles, and scorched the forest behind him. Naruto reformed, completely unharmed. Ni, fire doesn't work on light, he said reasonably. Light isn't flammable, that's basic science. Guy's expression shifted from shock to something like excitement. Incredible, you really did inherit the 4th Kekkei Genkai. But mine is better, Naruto finished. My father could move fast and use his Hiraishin, but he couldn't turn into light completely, couldn't become intangible, couldn't fire lasers. He tilted his head. I'm an improvement, like Ramen version 2.0. Comparing yourself to Ramen? Guy asked, bewildered. I like ramen. The bells jingled at Guy's waist. Naruto's eyes, hidden behind those sunglasses, tracked the movement. Those bells are very distracting, he noted. The sound is annoying. I think I'll just... He vanished, not in a body flicker, not in a shunshin, just gone. Guy spun, looking for him, channeling chakra to his eyes to track faster movements. Looking for me? The voice came from directly behind him. Guy threw an elbow back, but it passed through empty air, or rather through light particles. Naruto reformed, standing exactly where Guy had been a moment ago. In his hand were both bells. Yata no Kagami, Naruto explained, jingling the bells. I can travel through reflected light. Your headband was very shiny, very convenient for instant transportation. The entire exchange had taken less than 30 seconds. Guy stared at the now empty spot where the bells had been attached to his belt. How? He started. Did you? Naruto finished. Like I said, light speed. Also, you were paying attention to my attacks, not your defense. Common mistake. He tossed one bell to Neji, who caught it reflexively. The other he tossed to Tenten. Here, teamwork. Tenten looked down at the bell in her hand like it might explode. You just gave them to us? Hi, Naruto said. You needed them for the test? I acquired them. Now you have them. Problem solved? He yawned. Can we be done now? I'm tired. Neji stared at the bell, then at Naruto, then back at the bell. His entire worldview was cracking. Fate and destiny and the natural order, all of it seemed suddenly irrelevant in the face of someone who could just do that. Guy slowly started laughing. It built from a chuckle to a full-bellied laugh that echoed across the training ground. Magnificent, he declared. Absolutely magnificent. You completely missed the point of the exercise, and yet, he gave a thumbs up. Your efficiency and power are undeniable, plus you demonstrated that sometimes the most direct solution is the best solution. Does that mean we pass? Naruto asked hopefully. It means, Guy mimicked his drawl, grinning, that you three are now officially Team 10. But Naruto, his voice became serious. From now on, you're going to learn something very important. Oh, what's that? That power without purpose is just destruction. That speed without direction is just chaos. And that, Guy struck a pose. The flames of youth burn brightest when shared with comrades. Naruto blinked slowly behind his sunglasses. I don't think my youth has flames, he said. More like smoldering embers, very low energy. Guy's grin somehow widened. Then we'll just have to fan those embers into a raging inferno. Please don't. Tenten and Neji exchanged glances. They'd just been assigned to possibly the strangest team in Konoha history, a taijutsu fanatic jonin, a prodigy from the branch house who believed in fate, a weapons specialist trying to prove herself, and a boy who could turn into light, talk like he was half asleep, and had just casually defeated a jonin in under a minute. This is going to be a disaster, Tenten muttered. Hi, Naruto agreed cheerfully. A very efficient disaster. Team 10 had settled into an unusual rhythm. Guy tried to instill the power of youth. Neji trained obsessively to prove his superiority. Tenten practiced her weapons techniques with dedication, and Naruto napped, a lot. Their missions had been standard genin fare, finding lost cats, weeding gardens, painting fences. D ranks that made Naruto visibly more bored with each passing day. Until today. A C rank, Tenten said excitedly, reading the mission scroll. Finally, what is it, escort? Message delivery? Bandit clearing? Protection detail, Naruto read over her shoulder. We're escorting a merchant caravan from here to the border of river country, estimated 2-week journey, possible bandit encounters. He yawned. How thrilling. This is perfect, Guy announced. A chance to test your teamwork in real conditions. Plus, he winked, I won't be going with you. You'll be on your own. Neji frowned. Is that standard procedure? For C ranks with capable genin, yes. Besides, Guy's smile was knowing. Something tells me you three can handle bandits. Bandits. Naruto's tone was dismissive. Civilians with weapons. How scary. Don't underestimate them, Tenten warned. Bandits can be dangerous, especially in groups. You think they'll be a challenge? Naruto tilted his head. I wonder, have any of them ever been kicked at the speed of light? Probably not. Stop saying that, Neji said flatly. It's getting old. Is it? Naruto smiled. I don't think it is. I think it's a valid question, very educational. The caravan consisted of 3 wagons loaded with textiles and pottery. The merchant, a nervous man named Takahashi, kept glancing at the 3 genin with obvious skepticism. They sent children? He asked Guy quietly. These children are more capable than most chunin, Guy assured him. Then, louder, All right, Team 10, your mission starts now. Protect Takahashi-san and his goods. Stay alert, and remember, the power of youth, he and his students chorused. Though Naruto's version was extremely sarcastic, Guy vanished in a shunshin, leaving the three genin alone with their client. Right, Tenten said, taking charge. Neji, you scout ahead with your Byakugan. I'll protect the wagons directly. Naruto, you nap on top of the lead wagon. Naruto finished, already climbing up. Perfect plan, I like it. That's not, you can't just... He can sense threats through light particles, Neji said reluctantly. It galled him to admit it, but he'd observed Naruto enough to know it was true. If anything approaches, he'll know. See? Naruto settled onto the wagon roof, using a bag of cloth as a pillow. Neji-san understands, very smart. This is why teamwork works. Tenten looked like she wanted to argue, but what could she say? Naruto had been right about everything so far, in his own infuriating way. The first 3 days were uneventful. They traveled along the main road, Neji scouting, Tenten keeping watch, and Naruto apparently sleeping while somehow still being aware of everything around them. It was unsettling. On the 4th day, Neji returned from his forward scout with his Byakugan active. 15 people, he reported, about 1 kilometer ahead. They're setting up an ambush at the narrow pass. Bandits? Tenten asked. Likely, though their chakra signatures are unusually strong for common criminals. Oh, Naruto sat up, stretching. Strong bandits, that's almost interesting. He hopped down from the wagon. Should we go around? The pass is the only route, Takahashi said nervously, unless we want to add 3 days to the journey through the mountain trails. 3 days seems like a lot, Naruto mused. I vote we just go through, it'll be faster. We could try negotiating, Tenten suggested. Both Naruto and Neji looked at her. What? She defended. Unnecessary violence should be avoided when possible. They're bandits, Naruto said slowly. They rob people, that's what they do, asking them nicely not to seems. He paused, optimistic. Fate has already determined the outcome of this encounter, Neji added. They will attack, we will fight, that is the natural order. You two are depressing, Tenten muttered. As they approached the pass, Naruto's posture shifted, still lazy, but with a predatory edge now. His hands came out of his pockets. Neji-san, how many in the first wave? 6, hidden in the rocks on both sides. Perfect. Naruto raised one hand, pointing his finger like a gun toward the left rocks. Hikari Henka, laser beam barrage, 6 precise laser beams shot from his fingertip, 1 for each hidden bandit, screams echoed from the rocks. What the? Tenten started. 9 more, Neji reported, his voice tight. They're regrouping. Oh, they're regrouping? Naruto's smile was sharp. How organized, I wonder how they'll regroup when they can't see. Hikari Henka, divine illumination. Light exploded from Naruto's body, not damaging but blindingly, painfully bright. Every bandit in the pass suddenly couldn't see anything but white spots and burning after images. Then Naruto moved. Tenten could barely track it, even knowing to look. One moment he was standing next to her, the next he was a blur of yellow light moving through the pass. Light speed kick, crack. Light speed kick, crack. Light speed kick, crack. When the light faded and vision returned, all 15 bandits were on the ground. Most were unconscious. A few were groaning. None were in any condition to fight. The entire engagement had lasted maybe 10 seconds. Naruto walked back to the caravan, hands in pockets, yawning. Can we continue now? I was having a good dream. Takahashi stared at him with wide eyes. What? What are you? A genin, Naruto said simply. From Konoha, very lazy, enjoys ramen, dislikes inefficiency. He climbed back onto the wagon. Anything else? Those were missing nin, Neji said quietly, his Byakugan still active. I recognized some of them from the bingo books, low level but wanted. Oh! Naruto didn't sound concerned. Should we tie them up? Turn them in for the bounty? That's... Tenten processed this. Actually a good idea. The bounties would cover the mission payment and then some. See? I have good ideas sometimes. Naruto settled back down. You two handle the tying up part, I'm gonna nap, teamwork. Neji and Tenten exchanged glances. Then, wordlessly, they began securing the unconscious bandits. As they worked, Neji spoke quietly. He held back. What? Tenten looked up. Against Guy-sensei, against these bandits. He's holding back. Neji's eyes were troubled. I can see his chakra with my Byakugan. The reserves are, I don't have words for it. And the control, he's using maybe a fraction of his actual power. Why would he hold back? Because Naruto's lazy voice drifted down from the wagon. If I didn't hold back, things would get very messy very quickly. He adjusted his sunglasses without sitting up. Also, it's more fun this way. Like a game, how little effort can I use and still solve the problem? You're treating combat like a game? Tenten asked, horrified. Nee, isn't it? You said it yourself. Unnecessary violence should be avoided. So I use exactly as much violence as necessary. No more, no less. He yawned. Efficient. You have a twisted sense of efficiency, Neji muttered. Thank you. That wasn't a compliment, wasn't it? The rest of the journey proceeded similarly. 2 more ambush attempts, one by actual bandits, one by rogue ninja who'd heard about the caravan's valuable cargo. Naruto handled both with the same casual efficiency, laser beams, light speed kicks, the occasional light sword when he felt like showing off. By the time they reached the river country border, Takahashi was both terrified of and grateful to his young escorts. Tenten had filled 3 bounty vouchers. Neji had experienced several philosophical crises about fate and destiny, and Naruto had gotten in some quality nap time. Mission complete, Naruto announced as they watched Takahashi's caravan cross the border. We should head back. I want ramen. We need to file our report first, Tenten said. Hi, report, then ramen. Naruto started walking back toward Konoha. Nee, you two aren't bad teammates for people who talk too much? We barely talk, Tenten protested. Exactly, too much. But he was smiling. Neji fell into step beside him. Uzumaki, your power is very convenient, Naruto finished. Yes, I know. You're going to ask about limits, about weaknesses, about how someone so strong ended up on a Genin team? He glanced at Neji. The answer is, I don't have many limits. My weaknesses are specific and rare, and I'm on a Genin team because that's how the system works. That's not what I was going to ask. Oh, then what? Neji was quiet for a moment. Then, do you enjoy it? Being that strong? Naruto considered this. Actually considered it, not his usual lazy deflection. Nee, that's a complicated question, he said finally. Being strong is convenient. It solves problems, keeps me alive, keeps people from treating me like prey. He paused, but enjoying it, that implies I had a choice. I was born this way, with this Kekkei Genkai, with this power. His smile was sharp. So I don't know if I enjoy it, it's just me? You were born able to turn into light? Tenten asked skeptically. Not exactly. Naruto tilted his head. The ability manifested when I was 4. Before that, I was just a normal kid with normal problems. Then one day I got scared and turned into light. After that, he shrugged. Everything changed. What scared you? Neji asked. Naruto's smile faded slightly. Villagers with pitchforks and fire and very creative ways of explaining why I should die. His tone was still lazy, but there was something cold underneath it. But they couldn't catch me because I could turn into light and disappear. The silence that followed was heavy. That's, Tenten started. Sad? Tragic? Unfortunate? Naruto's smile returned. Hey, all of those things, but also in the past, and I'm very good at not thinking about the past, he stretched. I prefer thinking about the present, like right now, when I'm thinking about ramen. You really do think about ramen a lot, Neji observed. It's simple, delicious, consistent, doesn't judge me, doesn't fear me, just exists to be enjoyed. Naruto's smile was genuine. Ramen is very wise, Tenten laughed despite herself. You're weird, Uzumaki. I know, he agreed cheerfully, but I'm your weird teammate, so you're stuck with me. Fate works in mysterious ways, Neji said dryly. See, you're getting it. Fate is very mysterious, also very lazy. It just puts people together and sees what happens. Naruto grinned. Kind of like me. They walked in companionable silence for a while, the sun setting behind them, painting the sky in shades of gold that seemed to gravitate toward Naruto's light touch form. Team 10 had found its rhythm, strange, unconventional, and absolutely effective. The Chunin exams, Guy announced to his assembled team, are a chance for Genin to prove themselves, to test their skills against the best of the best, to demonstrate their burning youth. Oh. Naruto was predictably lying on the grass of the training ground. Exams? How exciting? His tone suggested it was anything but. This is serious, Naruto, Tenten said. She'd been practicing for months, hoping to make Chunin. These exams are held twice a year, and they're incredibly competitive. They're also dangerous, Neji added. He'd activated his Byakugan to scan the area, a nervous habit he'd developed. Jonin die in the Chunin exams. Die? Naruto sat up, tilting his head. That seems counterproductive. If you're trying to find talented Chunin, killing the Jonin seems like it would reduce the pool of candidates. It's to test combat readiness, Neji explained. Chunin lead missions. They need to be able to handle life or death situations. But I handle life or death situations all the time, Naruto pointed out. Remember that A-rank mission last month with the rogue Jonin? I handled that. You vaporized him with a laser, Tenten said flatly. Exactly, handled. Naruto lay back down. So if I can handle A-rank threats, why do I need to take an exam? Because, Guy sat down next to him, his usual manic energy tempered with actual seriousness. The exams aren't just about power, Naruto. They're about judgment, strategy, working with others, things that, he chose his words carefully, you could improve on. Oh, you think I have poor judgment? I think you have unconventional judgment. Guy corrected. You solve problems efficiently, but not always diplomatically. Diplomacy is overrated. Nevertheless, Guy stood, striking a pose. I'm recommending all three of you for the Chunin exams. They begin in 1 month, so prepare yourselves. Yosh! After Guy left, the three Jonin sat in the training ground processing this. We should start preparing, Tenten said. Training together, working on our coordination. I'm already prepared, Naruto said. You can't possibly. I can turn into light. Move faster than anyone can track. Fire lasers, create light constructs, phase through attacks. Naruto counted off on his fingers. What exactly am I supposed to prepare? Getting even faster? That seems excessive. What about the written test? Neji asked. The first exam is always written. Oh, written test. Naruto's smile was sharp. I wonder if they allow sunglasses during tests, because if they do, he adjusted his dark glasses. I can see everything reflected in the lenses, very convenient for, he paused meaningfully, observing. You're going to cheat, Tenten said. I prefer to think of it as efficient information gathering. That's literally what cheating is. Is it? Naruto tilted his head. I thought cheating was getting caught. If you don't get caught, is it really cheating, or is it just clever? Neji found himself almost smiling. Almost. You have a point. I often do. Naruto stood up, stretching. But fine, if you two want to train, I'll participate. What did you have in mind? Tenten's eyes lit up. Coordination drills. You're fast, I'm ranged, Neji's got the Byakugan. If we work together properly, we'd be unstoppable. Naruto finished. Hi, I like it. Very ambitious, he paused. But can we do it after lunch? I'm hungry, and hungry training is less efficient. Everything with you is about efficiency, Neji observed. Time is money, Naruto said seriously, and I don't like wasting either. 1 month later, the first exam, the academy classroom was packed with Jonin from various villages. Teams from Suna, Oto, Ame, even some smaller villages Naruto didn't recognize. The tension was palpable, everyone sizing everyone else up, looking for threats, advantages, weaknesses. Naruto sat in his assigned seat, hands behind his head, sunglasses firmly in place. Several people were staring at him. He could feel it. That's the Uzumaki kid, someone whispered. The one who can turn into light? I heard he killed a whole squad of Iwa Nin in under 5 seconds. No way. That's gotta be an exaggeration. Is it? Naruto said loudly, making several people jump. I don't think it's an exaggeration, though it might have been closer to 10 seconds. I didn't time it carefully. The whispers intensified. At the front of the room, Ibiki Morino cleared his throat. The scarred Jonin looked like he ate fear for breakfast. Settle down, he growled. I'm Ibiki Morino, your examiner for the first test. This is a written exam. 10 questions. You start with 10 points. Each wrong answer costs you a point. If you or anyone on your team reaches 0 points, your entire team is disqualified. Murmurs of concern rippled through the room. Also, Ibiki continued, his smile vicious. Cheating is prohibited. Get caught 5 times and you're out. My proctors will be watching. Naruto raised his hand lazily. Yes? Ibiki looked at him suspiciously. Define cheating? Getting caught obtaining answers through unauthorized means. Oh, so if we're not caught, it's fine? Ibiki's smile widened. If you're not caught, I can't disqualify you, can I? I like you, Naruto said. You're honest about the dishonesty, very refreshing. Nervous laughter scattered through the room. Begin, Ibiki announced. Naruto looked down at his test. The questions were complicated, high-level code-breaking, strategic analysis, some things that seemed specifically designed to be impossible for Jinin to know, which meant this was a test of information gathering under pressure. How creative. Naruto leaned back slightly, adjusting his sunglasses. The lenses were dark enough to hide his eyes, but reflective enough to catch the light from other directions. With a small amount of chakra manipulation, he could adjust what the lenses reflected. Like, for instance, the test paper of the plant, definitely a plant, sitting 2 rows ahead, who was writing answers unusually quickly. Naruto copied methodically, his handwriting lazy but legible. Around the room, other genin were deploying their own techniques. Sand eyes, ink clones, sound waves. The proctors were catching some, but missing others. It really was a test of not getting caught. When Ibiki announced the 10th question, the one about choosing to continue or withdraw, with consequences for failure, Naruto didn't even hesitate. "I'm staying," he said when asked. Obviously, giving up is very troublesome. More troublesome than just taking the test. Most of the room agreed, though some teams withdrew. "You all pass," Ibiki announced, and the room exploded with confusion. Before he could explain, the window shattered. A woman in a mesh bodysuit and tan trench coat burst through, hanging a banner. "All right, listen up, maggots. I'm Anko Mitarashi, your second exam proctor. Follow me to the Forest of Death." "Oh, the Forest of Death," Naruto mused. "That's a very dramatic name. I bet it's very dangerous." "It is." Anko's grin was manic. "Half of you probably won't make it out." How motivating. Anko's eyes locked onto him. "You're the light kid, right? Naruto Uzumaki?" "Hi. I've heard about you. They say you're untouchable." "That's technically accurate," Naruto agreed. "Light doesn't have a solid form to touch. We'll see about that." Anko's smile was dangerous. "The Forest of Death eats cocky genin for breakfast." "Good thing I'm not cocky," Naruto said. "Just realistic about my capabilities." Their entire exchange was making people nervous. Team 10 stood at Gate 27, holding their Heaven Scroll. The objective was simple. Obtain an Earth Scroll from another team and make it to the tower in the center within 5 days. Simple, but not easy, Naruto observed, because everyone else has the same objective, which means lots of fighting. "We need a strategy," Tenten said. She had weapon scrolls prepared and a determined glint in her eye. "I have a strategy," Naruto offered. "What?" "I go very fast, take an Earth Scroll from someone. We go to the tower," he paused. "Mission complete?" "That's not a strategy, that's just you being overpowered," Tenten said. "Isn't that the same thing?" Neji activated his Byakugan, scanning the forest. "There are teams moving in every direction. Some are already fighting." "Oh, fighting already? How ambitious," Naruto yawned. "Should we find a nice tree and wait? Let everyone else tire themselves out?" "That's actually not a terrible idea," Neji admitted reluctantly. They moved into the forest, Neji navigating, Tenten on alert, Naruto looking perpetually bored, until Neji stopped suddenly. 3 teams, he reported, converging on our position. They're coordinating. Coordinating? Naruto's head tilted. That's unusual. Genin teams don't usually work together. Unless they're targeting something specific, Tenten realized, her face going pale. They're targeting us, targeting you. Oh, Naruto's smile was sharp. How flattering. 3 teams just for me? I'm touched. This is serious, Tenten hissed. That's 9 genin. Ni, I fought more. Naruto's hands came out of his pockets. Remember, I'm very efficient. The first team dropped from the trees, 3 Aminin with umbrellas and poison-tipped senbon. The second team emerged from underground, Otonin with sound-based techniques. The third team appeared behind them, a mix from a minor village Naruto didn't recognize. 9 versus 3. Naruto Uzumaki, one of the Aminin, called out. We've been hired to eliminate you from the exams. Surrender your scroll and... Hired? Naruto interrupted. Someone paid you to target me? How much? I'm curious about my market value. Does that matter? The nin sputtered. Ni, I think it does. If my bounty is low, I'll be insulted. If it's high, I'll be flattered. Naruto adjusted his sunglasses. So, how much? 50,000 ryo, the Oto nin said. Each. Oh, 150,000 total? Naruto nodded. That's actually pretty good. I'm worth more than I thought. He looked at his teammates. Should I be offended that they only hired 3 teams? That seems low. Naruto, Neji said tightly. Focus. Hi, Naruto sighed. Ni, which one of you has an earth scroll? Confused silence. Come on, Naruto pressed. We need an earth scroll. One of you probably has one, so which team? I promise to make it quick. One of the teams, the minor village nin, exchanged nervous glances. You do? Naruto's smile widened. Perfect. That makes this simple. You're surrounded by 9 skilled genin, the leader of that team shouted. You can't possibly. Hikari Henka, Yasakani no Magatama. Naruto crossed his arms and light coalesced behind him into a massive reflective surface, the air filled with glowing projectiles, thousands of them, all launching simultaneously in every direction. The forest exploded. Trees splintered. The ground cratered. Genin screamed and scattered, trying to dodge or defend. By the time the light faded, 6 of the 9 attacking genin were unconscious. 2 were groaning on the ground with various injuries. 1 was still standing, but barely, leaning against a tree for support. Naruto walked over to the minor village team's unconscious leader and casually retrieved the earth scroll from his pouch. See, he said to his teammates. Simple. You could have killed them. Neji observed, his Byakugan tracking the devastation. Could have, Naruto agreed, but that would be excessive. They were just doing a job, no reason to be permanently excessive. He pocketed the earth scroll. Though I did make sure they'll be unconscious for a few hours, can't have them following us. Tenten was staring at the destruction with wide eyes. That technique, you've never used it in training. Training is different, Naruto said. I don't use my big techniques in training. Too much property damage. The old man gets annoyed. The old man being the Hokage, Neji clarified. Hi! He's very particular about not destroying the village. Naruto started walking toward the center of the forest. Very unreasonable. They reached the tower by the end of the first day. The proctors looked shocked. You already? One of them stammered. We were efficient. Naruto explained. Why waste 4 days when we can finish in 4 hours? Anko appeared, looking both impressed and annoyed. You were supposed to struggle, learn about survival, face real danger. Oh, we did face real danger, Naruto assured her. 9 genin tried to eliminate me. It was very dangerous for them. That's not. Anko pinched her nose. Fine, you pass. Wait here for the other teams. Over the next 4 days, more teams trickled in. Some were injured. Some barely made it. Some looked like they'd been through hell. Team 10 sat in the tower, Naruto napping, Neji meditating, Tenten maintaining her weapons. When one team, a group of Suna Nin, arrived covered in dirt and blood, they stared at Team 10's relatively pristine condition. How are you not even dirty? One of them asked. We were efficient, Naruto said from his position on the floor, not even opening his eyes. The forest is full of giant animals, poisonous plants, enemy teams. Hi, we noticed. Naruto yawned. The animals learned to leave us alone after I vaporized one. The plants were troublesome but avoidable, and the enemy teams, he smiled. Well, they weren't as efficient as us. Stories about Team 10 spread among the waiting genin, about the boy who could turn into light, about how he'd single-handedly defeated multiple teams, about how he barely seemed to try. By the time the 5 days ended, Naruto Uzumaki had become the favorite to win the entire exam, and the person everyone was most terrified to face. 21 teams had passed the second exam far more than expected, which meant preliminaries were necessary. The arena floor was hard stone. The walls were lined with watching genin, and at the center stood Hayate Gecko, the proctor, looking perpetually ill. Due to the number of participants, Hayate explained between coughs, we'll be holding preliminary matches. Winners advance to the finals. Losers go home. A board behind him flickered to life, displaying 2 names. Match 1, Naruto Uzumaki vs. Yoroyakado. Oh, I'm first. Naruto stood up from where he'd been leaning against the wall. How convenient, I can nap after. He descended the stairs with his usual lazy gait. His opponent, Yoroi, was an Otonin with a chakra-absorbing technique. He wore a smug expression. I've studied you, Uzumaki, Yoroi said. Your light techniques require chakra, and my ability drains chakra on contact. He raised his hands, which glowed with purple energy. The moment I touch you, you're finished. Oh, a plan. Naruto adjusted his sunglasses. That's good. Plans are nice, but he tilted his head. Have you considered that your plan has a flaw? What flaw? You have to touch me. Begin. Hayate announced. Yoroi lunged forward, hands outstretched, ready to drain Naruto's chakra the moment they made contact. His hands passed through empty air. Naruto had transformed into light particles, reforming 5 meters away. "Ni, like I said." Naruto's voice was amused. "You have to touch me, but I'm made of light. Touching light is..." He paused. "Complicated," Yoroi growled and charged again. Naruto turned to light again, appearing on the other side of the arena. "This could go on for a while," he noted. "Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we speed this up?" Hikari Henka, light speed kick. Naruto's body became pure light, crossed the arena faster than the eye could follow, and reformed directly in front of Yoroi. His kick caught the Otonin in the chest. The impact sent Yoroi flying backward, crashing into the wall with enough force to crater the stone. He slumped down, unconscious. The entire exchange had taken less than 3 seconds. "Winner, Naruto Uzumaki," Hayate announced. Naruto walked back up the stairs, yawning. "Ni, that was disappointing. I thought preliminaries would be more challenging." In the watching area, the Suna siblings were having a quiet conversation. "That's him," Tamari whispered. "The one intelligence warned us about." Gaara's eyes, rimmed with black, never left Naruto's form. "His blood. I want to see his blood." "You might not get the chance," Kankuro said nervously. "Did you see how fast he moved?" The matches continued. Neji defeated his opponent, Asuna Kunoichi, with clinical efficiency, using his gentle fist to seal her chakra points. Tenten faced a Konoha Jinin named Sakura Haruno, and won after a weapons barrage that gave her opponent no chance to close distance. When all the matches were done, the finalists were announced. 10 Jinin would compete in 1 month's time, in front of an audience of dignitaries, nobles, and potential clients. The Hokage gave a speech about the will of fire, about strength and dedication, about representing their villages. Naruto listened with half an ear, already planning his nap schedule for the month, until the Hokage said something that caught his attention. "These exams are not just about personal glory. They're about demonstrating your village's strength to the world. In past times, wars were decided by these exhibitions. Your performance reflects on every ninja in your village." "Oh," Naruto murmured, "so it's political theater? How interesting." "You say that like you don't care," Neji observed. "I care about representing Konoha," Naruto said. "But I don't care about the theater part. I'll just win. That represents Konoha well enough. Ni, you're very confident." "Realistic," Naruto corrected. "Have you seen the other finalists? Nice people, some skilled fighters, but..." He adjusted his sunglasses. "None of them can turn into light." As they filed out of the arena, Naruto felt eyes on him. Not unusual, he always felt eyes on him. But these were different, calculating, dangerous. He glanced up at the viewing box where the Hokage sat with his guards and advisors. One of them, an old man with bandages covering half his face, was staring directly at Naruto with an intensity that set off alarm bells. "Ni, who's the creepy old man?" Naruto asked Guy, who'd appeared to congratulate his team. Guy followed his gaze. "That's Danzo Shimura. He runs an organization called Root. Why?" "He's staring at me. It's unsettling." "Danzo is complicated," Guy said carefully. "Stay away from him." "Hi, I wasn't planning on making friends." But Naruto filed the information away. Someone powerful and creepy was interested in him. That was never good. The stadium was packed. Thousands of civilians and ninja from across the elemental nations had come to watch. In the VIP box, the Hokage sat with the Kazekage, though something about the Kazekage seemed off to Naruto's senses. The light around that man moved strangely. The finalists stood in the arena. Naruto, Neji, Tenten, Gaara, Tamari, Sasuke, Shikamaru, and 3 others from various villages. The proctor, a jonin named Genma, explained the rules. Matches are one-on-one. Forfeit, unconsciousness, or death ends the match. Medical teams are standing by. "Death?" Naruto said loudly. "That seems excessive for a promotion exam." "These exams have always carried that risk," Genma said. Ni, how motivating. The first match was called Naruto Uzumaki versus Neji Hyuga. Tenten looked between them, concerned. "You two are teammates." "Hi." Naruto descended to the arena floor. "But this is a competition, and Neji-san wants to prove something about fate, right?" Neji activated his Byakugan as he took his position. "Fate has determined that I will win. Your power is meaningless against destiny." "Oh, philosophy." Naruto adjusted his sunglasses. "How interesting, but I have a question. If fate already determined the outcome, Why bother fighting? To prove that fate is absolute. Ni, that's circular logic, but okay. Naruto's stance shifted, still lazy but ready. I'll try not to hurt you too much. You're my teammate after all. Begin, Genma announced. Neji immediately launched into his fighting style, gentle fist, designed to seal chakra points and disable opponents without killing them. He was fast, not fast enough. Naruto became light, appeared behind Neji, and tapped him on the shoulder. Too slow. Neji spun, striking where Naruto had been, but hitting only air. Your Byakugan is impressive, Naruto said from 20 meters away. You can see chakra, see the Tenketsu points, see 360 degrees, he tilted his head. But can you track light? I can see your chakra transforming into Hikari Henka, light clone jutsu. 5 perfect copies of Naruto appeared, all made of solid light. They surrounded Neji, each one indistinguishable from the original. Neji's Byakugan could see they were made of chakra, but couldn't tell which was the real one. They all had identical chakra signatures. Ni, which one is real? All 6 Narutos asked in unison. Neji struck at the nearest one. His hand passed through it, and the clone exploded in a flash of blinding light. While Neji was disoriented, the real Naruto appeared behind him. Gentle fist is about precision, right? Naruto's finger, glowing with concentrated light, touched Neji's shoulder. I can be precise too. A tiny, controlled beam of light, barely visible, touched one of Neji's chakra points, not to seal it, to overstimulate it. Neji's entire left arm went numb, his chakra network disrupted by the foreign energy. Winner Naruto Uzumaki, Genma announced. Neji stared at his useless arm in shock. How did you? I can see light, Naruto explained, and chakra glows, even inside the body. Your Tenketsu points are just chakra concentrations. He shrugged. Not that different from what you do, just using light instead of physical strikes. He offered Neji a hand to help him up. Neji stared at it, then at Naruto's face, those ever-present sunglasses hiding his eyes. Fate, Neji said slowly, might be more flexible than I thought. Oh, character growth, Naruto smiled. Very nice. I'm proud of you, Neji-san. The matches continued throughout the day. Tenten defeated Tamari through creative use of explosive tags and misdirection. Gaara crushed his opponent, literally, with sand, until the proctor had to intervene to prevent death. Shikamaru fought brilliantly, but forfeited when his chakra ran low, claiming it was too troublesome. Sasuke, arriving late with Kakashi, activated a curse mark mid-fight and won through sheer aggressive power. But the talk of the arena was Naruto, how he defeated his teammate without breaking a sweat, how he'd never stopped smiling that lazy, confident smile, how he'd made one of the Hyuga clan's prodigies look ordinary. When the semifinals were announced, the crowd buzzed with anticipation. Naruto Uzumaki versus Gaara of the Desert. Oh! Naruto observed as he stood across from the red-haired Sunanin. The sand user, I've heard about you. Apparently you've never been injured. Perfect defense. Very impressive. Gaara's eyes were wild, almost feral. Mother wants your blood. She says your light will be beautiful when mixed with sand. Your mother? Naruto tilted his head. That's, he paused, concerning. But okay, let's see if your sand can catch light. Begin. Sand erupted from Gaara's gourd, moving with unnatural speed to crush Naruto. It passed through light particles. Gaara's eyes widened. What? Ni? I told you. Naruto reformed on top of one of the arena walls. Catching light is difficult. He yawned. Also, I'm curious. How fast does your sand move? Hikari Henka, light speed kick. Naruto became light, moved faster than Gaara's sand could react, and delivered a kick directly to Gaara's supposedly impenetrable shield. The sand shattered like glass. Gaara flew backward, crashing into the arena wall hard enough to crack it. The crowd gasped. No one had ever broken Gaara's defense. Gaara stood up slowly, blood trickling from his mouth. His expression shifted from surprise to something like joy. Blood, he whispered. My blood. Mother was wrong. You can hurt me. His chakra began to spike, dark and malevolent. Naruto felt it, the presence of something massive, something ancient sealed inside the boy. Oh, you're a Jinchuriki, Naruto said with understanding. Like me, except yours seems very angry. You, like you? Gaara's eyes were wild. You have a demon too? Hi, the 9 tails, Naruto said casually, though mine is mostly quiet. We have an understanding. It provides chakra. I don't let anyone extract it. Very simple arrangement. The revelation stunned the audience. the Kyuubi Jinchuriki, the demon brat, here in the finals. But before panic could spread, Gaara's transformation began. Sand covered his body, forming a monstrous shape. Feathers began falling from the sky, genjutsu. Naruto felt it wash over the crowd, watching as civilians and lower-ranked ninja slumped into sleep. "Oh, an invasion," he said calmly. "How exciting!" Explosions rocked the stadium. Oto and Sunanin appeared, attacking Konoha forces. In the VIP box, the Kazekage shed his disguise, revealing himself as Orochimaru, the legendary Sannin. This exam got very complicated," Naruto observed. Gaara, still transforming, was being pulled away by his siblings. "Where are you going?" Naruto called out. "We weren't finished. Pursue him," Jinma ordered. "Don't let the Jinchuriki fully transform in the village." "Hi!" Naruto sighed. "How troublesome, but okay." He turned to Light and launched himself after the fleeing Suna team, moving faster than any normal ninja could follow. Behind him, the stadium descended into chaos, but Naruto's focus was on the rapidly retreating Gaara. This was about to get interesting. Naruto caught up to the Suna siblings in seconds, literally seconds. Moving at light speed made distance almost irrelevant. He landed in front of them, hands in his pockets as they skidded to a stop. "Oh, you're fast," he observed, "but not light speed fast." Tamari deployed her fan. "Get out of our way." I can't do that." Naruto tilted his head. "My village is being invaded. Your teammate is carrying a very angry demon. This whole situation is..." He paused. Bad. Gaara was now mostly transformed, a massive form of sand with a tail, taking the shape of a raccoon dog, the one-tailed beast. "Finally free," the beast roared. "I'll destroy everything." "Oh, it talks," Naruto said. "Mine doesn't talk much, mostly just grumbles about being sealed." He raised his voice. Shukaku-san? That's your name, right? I'm Naruto, host of the Nine Tails. Can we maybe not destroy the forest? Very bad for the ecosystem." The beast's eyes focused on him. "Nine Tails? Where? I want to fight him." "He's sealed," Naruto explained patiently. "Inside me, very tightly, but I have a question. Why are you helping invade Konoha? Seems like a lot of effort." "That pale snake promised me freedom if I helped." "Oh, Orochimaru," Naruto nodded. "Yeah, he's a liar. Definitely going to betray you. You know that, right?" The beast paused, considering this. "Really?" "Hi, he's very manipulative, uses people, discards them, basic villain behavior." Naruto stretched. "So maybe instead of destroying the forest, we could just..." He gestured vaguely. "Stop? But I want to destroy things." "I understand destruction is satisfying," Naruto agreed. "But, and hear me out, what if instead of destroying things, you just went back to sleep? Very restful, low effort." "Why would I do that?" "Because..." Naruto's voice dropped, becoming genuinely cold for the first time. "If you don't, I'll make you. And I don't think you want that. You, a mere child." Amano Murakumo, light coalesced in Naruto's hand, forming a sword that hummed with compressed energy. It was easily as tall as he was, blazing with golden radiance. "What is that?" "A sword made of light," Naruto explained. "Very sharp, can cut through chakra, even Biju chakra." His smile was sharp. "Want to test it?" The one-tail actually hesitated. Then Gaara's voice came from inside the transformation, weak and pained. "Mother, please, stop." "Oh, the host is fighting back," Naruto observed. "That's good. Shows character. Gaara-san, you should take control. Your siblings are worried. Tamari and Kankuro were watching in shock." This blonde genin was having a conversation with a rampaging Biju while holding a sword made of light. "How are you?" Kankuro started. "Experience with demons," Naruto said simply. "Also very stubborn. Also," he raised the light sword. "Very well armed." Inside the transformation, Gaara was struggling. The Shukaku's influence was overwhelming, but hearing Naruto talk to it so casually, so fearlessly, it gave him something to anchor to. "I am not a tool," Gaara forced out. "That's right," Naruto encouraged. "You're a person, a Jinchuriki, not your demon's puppet. Take control." Slowly, painfully, the sand began to recede. Gaara's form became visible again. Gasping, bleeding from the strain, the Shukaku's presence retreated, forced back into its seal. When Gaara fully emerged, he collapsed. Naruto caught him before he hit the ground, dismissing the light sword. You did well," he said. "Fighting off a Biju is very difficult. I'm impressed." "You. Talk to it," Gaara said weakly, "like it was a person." "It is a person," Naruto shrugged. "Very angry person, with a lot of trauma, but still, He glanced at Temari and Kankuro. You two should probably take him back to your camp. The invasion is going poorly. You'll want to retreat. How do you know it's going poorly? Temari demanded. Because Konoha has me, Naruto said simply. And I haven't even fought yet. Once I joined the defense, he smiled. Well, light moves very fast, and enemies stop moving very quickly. He set Gaara down gently, letting his siblings take him. One more thing, Naruto said as they prepared to leave. Gaara-san, being a Jinchuriki doesn't make you a monster. It makes you a person with a very difficult job. Don't let anyone tell you different. Okay? Gaara looked at him with something like wonder. You really understand? Hi, I really do. Naruto's smile was genuine. Now go. Before I have to fight you for real, that would be troublesome. As the Suna siblings fled, Naruto turned back toward time to end an invasion. Naruto arrived at the village center to find chaos. Oto and Suna Nin fighting Konoha forces, buildings burning, civilians evacuating, Anbu squads coordinating defense. And at the center of it all, visible even from a distance, a massive purple barrier on the rooftop where the Hokage and Orochimaru were fighting. Ni, the old man is busy, Naruto observed. I should handle the rest. He spotted a squad of Oto Nin attacking a group of retreating civilians. Hikari Henka, laser beam barrage, 6 precise beams, 6 Oto Nin dropped. Naruto moved to the next group, enemy Nin trying to breach the hospital. Light speed kick. Light speed kick. 3 enemies neutralized in under 2 seconds. All across the battlefield, Konoha Ninja began noticing a pattern. Enemy forces would be fighting, then suddenly a flash of yellow light and the enemies would be down. Guy appeared next to Naruto in a shunshin. Naruto, you're back. Hi, the Suna team retreated, Naruto said. How's the invasion? Not great. Orochimaru summoned the first and second Hokage. They're fighting the third in that barrier. Oh, the dead Hokages. Naruto looked up at the purple dome. That's very dramatic. Can we break the barrier? It's a 4 violet flames formation. Only those who created it can dispel it, and the barrier kills anyone who touches it. Problematic, Naruto considered. What if someone moved through it faster than it could kill them? Guy's eyes widened. You can't mean light speed, Naruto said. Can probably pass through before the barrier reacts? Probably? Ni, only one way to find out. Naruto looked up at the rooftop. But first, let me clear out these invaders. Very distracting. Divine illumination. Light exploded from Naruto's body, blinding, all-encompassing radiance that covered 3 city blocks. Every enemy ninja in range was instantly blinded, staggering, trying to shield their eyes. Then Naruto moved. Light speed kick, laser beam, light sword. Clone explosion. He moved through the battlefield like a force of nature, neutralizing enemies with brutal efficiency. Not killing, the Hokage would want prisoners for interrogation, but definitely removing them from the fight. Within 5 minutes, the entire southern sector was clear. Anbu operatives stared in shock at the unconscious enemy Nin littering the streets, all taken down by one Genin. That's, one of them started. The second yellow flash, another finished. Naruto returned to Guy. Okay, that's done. Now for the barrier. Are you sure about this? Guy asked seriously. If you're wrong about the speed, I'll die horribly. Hi, I understand. Naruto smiled. But the old man needs help, and I'm very fast, so... He shrugged. Time is money, and the old man is spending both fighting up there. Before Guy could argue, Naruto transformed into light and shot toward the rooftop. The purple barrier approached at impossible speed. Naruto phased through it. For a fraction of a second, he felt the barrier's killing energy trying to activate, trying to burn through him. Then he was on the other side, reforming on the rooftop. Oh, he said, looking around. It worked? How nice. The scene before him was chaos. The first and second Hokage, reanimated with Orochimaru's Edo Tensei, were fighting the third. The Hokage, old but still powerful, was holding them off, but barely. Orochimaru's eyes widened. How did you? That barrier should have killed you. Should have, Naruto agreed. But I moved faster than it could activate. Light speed. Very convenient. He looked at the reanimated Hokages. Ni, first Hokage, second Hokage. My name is Naruto. Your successor needs help. The first Hokage, Hashirama Senju, looked at Naruto with ancient, tired eyes. I cannot control my actions. Orochimaru's technique controls you, Hai? I understand. Naruto tilted his head. But what if I just... He raised one hand. remove the problem. You can't kill me, Orochimaru hissed. I've transcended death. Naruto's smile was sharp. That's very ambitious, but I'm curious. Have you transcended light? What? Hikari Henka, Ama no Murakumo. The light sword appeared in Naruto's hand, blazing with compressed power. Orochimaru struck, summoning massive serpents that lunged at Naruto. Naruto became light, passing through them, appearing directly in front of the Sannin. Too slow. The light sword swung. Orochimaru managed to substitute with a clone at the last second, but the sword cut through his position, leaving a line of scorched earth where he'd been standing. That sword. The second Hokage, Tobirama Senju, observed. It's similar to my brother's technique but refined, weaponized. He looked at Naruto with interest. Who are you, child? Naruto Uzumaki, son of Minato Namikaze. Naruto said, the second yellow flash, and I'm here to end this invasion. The fourth son, Hashirama said softly, with an evolved version of his Kekkei Genkai. Remarkable. Can you fight the control? Naruto asked them. Even a little? We can resist, Tobirama said, but not for long. Orochimaru's technique is annoying, Naruto finished. Hi, I get it. Hiruzen, catching his breath, looked at Naruto with a mixture of pride and concern. Naruto, you shouldn't be here. This barrier, I know, should have killed me, but it didn't, so here we are. Naruto looked at Orochimaru, who was circling, looking for an opening. Ni, Orochimaru-san? Why are you doing this? Seems like a lot of effort for revenge? Revenge? Orochimaru laughed. This isn't revenge. This is evolution. Konoha has grown stagnant, and I will be the catalyst for its rebirth. Ni, that's a lot of big words for I'm having a tantrum because they didn't make me Hokage. Naruto observed. Orochimaru's twisted with rage. You dare. Hikari Henka, Yasakani no Magatama. Thousands of light projectiles filled the air, all aimed at Orochimaru. The Sannin dodged, substituted, blocked, but several hit, burning through his snake-like form. Enough games, Orochimaru hissed. He bit his thumb, performing hand seals. Hiruzen, Naruto called out. Close your eyes. What? Divine illumination. The rooftop exploded with light, so bright that even through closed eyelids it was painful. The reanimated Hokages, being dead, didn't need to see. Orochimaru, unprepared, was completely blinded. In that moment, Hiruzen struck. Reaper Death Seal. The ghostly form of the Shinigami appeared behind the Hokage, ready to seal Orochimaru's soul. But Orochimaru, even blinded, was fast. He substituted again, this time with one of the Sound Four maintaining the barrier. The barrier faltered as one of its anchors died. No! Orochimaru snarled, retreating. This isn't over. Oh, running away? Naruto called after him. How disappointing, I was just getting started. But Orochimaru was already gone, vanishing in a shunshin with his remaining forces. The barrier collapsed completely. Hiruzen staggered, the Reaper Death Seal still active but without a target. Old man? Naruto moved to support him. You should cancel that technique. Very dangerous, might die. I may have to, Hiruzen said tiredly. The first and second are trapped in immortal bodies? Hi. Naruto looked at the two former Hokages. Ni, is there a way to free them without killing them? The Edo Tensei binds souls to this world, Tobirama said. Only the caster can release us, or someone with enough power to sever the connection. Naruto finished. Would cutting their connection to this world with concentrated light work? Tobirama's eyes widened. Theoretically, yes, but you'd need to strike the exact point where the soul connects to the vessel, and I can see chakra through light particles, Naruto said. I can see the binding. His eyes, hidden behind sunglasses, tracked the flow of dark energy connecting the dead Hokages to the living world. Ni, this might hurt. Sorry in advance. Wait, you can actually... Hashirama started. Hikari Henka, precision laser. Two incredibly thin beams of light, barely visible, struck the binding points on each Hokage's chest. The Edo Tensei cracked, crumbled, dissolved. Thank you, Hashirama said as his form began to fade. You freed us, and he looked at Hiruzen. You've given my student a chance to survive. Take care of my village, Tobirama added. Both of you. Then they were gone, returning to the Pure Land. Hiruzen canceled the Reaper Death Seal with visible relief. Naruto, you just freed the dead Hokages, helped you survive, saved the village. Hi. Naruto stretched. Very productive day. Can I have ramen now? Despite everything, Hiruzen laughed. Yes, you can have ramen. As they descended from the rooftop, they could see the aftermath. The invasion had failed. Oto and Suna forces were retreating or surrendering. Konoha ninja were securing the village, and stories were already spreading about the blonde genin who turned the tide of battle. The second yellow flash had proven himself. The village was rebuilding. The dead were mourned. Treaties were being renegotiated with Suna. Turns out their Kazekage had been murdered by Orochimaru months ago, and the invasion had been orchestrated through manipulation. Naruto sat at Ichiraku, eating his celebratory ramen. Quite the week, Tucci observed. Hi! Naruto slurped noodles. Very exciting. Exams, invasion, saving the village, meeting dead Hokages. He paused. Though I did miss the finals, that's unfortunate. I wanted the trophy. I think saving the village counts for more than a trophy, Ayame said. Maybe. Naruto tilted his head. But trophies are nice, shiny, good for decoration. Guy appeared, grinning. Naruto, there you are. The Hokage wants to see you. Oh, am I in trouble? Quite the opposite. At the Hokage's office, Naruto found not just Hiruzen, but also the village council and several jonin. Naruto Uzumaki, Hiruzen said formally. For your service during the invasion, and in recognition of your abilities and judgment, the council has decided to promote you directly to Chunin with a recommendation for special jonin within the year. Oh, a promotion, Naruto smiled. Does this mean more difficult missions? Yes. More responsibility? Yes. More paperwork? Yes. That's very troublesome. But Naruto was still smiling. But okay, I accept. There was more. Ceremony, official documentation, congratulations from various people. Tenten and Neji were also promoted to Chunin. Guy was beside himself with pride. But what stuck with Naruto was what Hiruzen said afterward, in private. Your father would be proud of you, the Hokage said quietly. Would he? Naruto tilted his head. I'm not sure. I'm very different from him. Lazy, sarcastic, very efficient with violence. He was also efficient, Hiruzen said, in his own way, and he'd be proud that you found your own path, your own way to protect the village. Protecting the village is easy, Naruto said. It's the people in it. The ones who make good ramen, the ones who don't treat me like a monster, the ones who, he paused, accepted me, even when I'm weird. You are weird, Hiruzen agreed, smiling. But you're our weird ninja, Konoha's second yellow flash. Faster than the first, Naruto added. Much faster. As Naruto left the office, heading back to Ichiraku for more celebratory ramen, he felt content. Not happy, exactly. That would require too much energy. But content. He'd saved his village, proven himself, made teammates who tolerated his personality, and most importantly, he'd done it all efficiently. Time well spent. Said to himself, hands in his pockets, walking through the village that no longer whispered about him with quite so much fear. I wonder what part 2 will bring. Whatever it was, he'd handle it. At the speed of light, Naruto stood atop the Hokage monument, hands in his pockets, sunglasses reflecting the morning sun over Konoha. 3 months had passed since the invasion. 3 months of peace, reconstruction, and whispers. The whispers were the interesting part. The second yellow flash, he mused to himself. They're still calling me that? Even though I'm much faster than the first, maybe I should correct them? Or maybe, he yawned. It's too much effort. Below, the village bustled with life. Markets reopening, construction crews finishing repairs, children playing in streets that had been battlefields, all very peaceful, very boring. Kurama, Naruto spoke internally to the nine-tails sealed within him. I'm always awake, brat, the fox's voice rumbled through his mindscape. Unlike you, I don't spend 16 hours a day napping. 16 is excessive, I only nap 12 hours. Naruto corrected. The other 4 I'm eating ramen? Your life is a travesty. Thank you. Their relationship had evolved over the years. After Naruto's power manifested, after he turned into light for the first time and realized he could communicate with the demon sealed inside him, they'd reached an understanding. Kurama provided chakra. Naruto didn't let anyone extract him. Simple, efficient. Also, the fox was surprisingly good conversation when he wasn't trying to break free and destroy everything. Something's coming, Naruto said suddenly, his lazy tone sharpening slightly. I feel it too, Kurama growled. Multiple signatures, powerful, approaching from the east. Oh, visitors. Naruto stood up, stretching. How exciting. I wonder if they're friendly. With that much killing intent? Doubtful. Ni, killing intent is just aggressive body language, Naruto said. Very inefficient communication method. He transformed into light and shot toward the village gates. The gates exploded inward. Naruto arrived just as they did, reforming from light particles to watch the destruction with mild interest. Oh, that was dramatic, he observed. Gates are expensive to replace. Someone's going to be upset about the budget. 5 figures stood in the smoking crater where the gates had been. They wore black cloaks with red clouds. Akatsuki. Ni, I know those cloaks. Naruto tilted his head. Very distinctive, criminal organization, collecting biju, very ambitious plan. He paused. Also very doomed to fail, but I appreciate the effort. The leader stepped forward, a man with orange hair and multiple piercings, Rinnegan eyes. Naruto Uzumaki, Pain said. Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, you will come with us. Oh, a direct approach. Naruto smiled. No negotiation, no threats, just a command. He adjusted his sunglasses. I like the efficiency, but I have a question. What? Have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? Pain's eyes widened. Naruto became light. The kick caught Pain in the chest before he could react, sending him flying backward through 3 buildings. The other 4 Akatsuki members scattered. Target acquired, one of them, Kakuzu, shouted. Engage! Ni, you're treating me like a mission objective, Naruto said, appearing behind Kakuzu. How rude, I'm a person with feelings. He paused. Not many feelings, but some. Kakuzu spun, launching threads from his body to capture. They passed through light particles. The beam punched through Kakuzu's shoulder, cauterizing instantly. 1 heart down, Naruto observed. You have 4 more, right? This might take a while. Another Akatsuki member, Deidara, launched clay birds from above. Art is an explosion, yeah. The birds detonated. Massive explosions engulfed the area where Naruto stood. When the smoke cleared, Naruto was standing in exactly the same spot, completely unharmed, examining his fingernails. Hikari Henka, photon intangibility, he explained. Explosions are very bright, lots of light, which means I can just, he gestured vaguely, become the explosion. Very convenient, impossible, Deidara shouted. Improbable, Naruto corrected, but not impossible. Physics is very flexible when you're made of light. Pain had recovered, floating above the village using his Deva Path abilities. The other paths appeared around him, 6 bodies, all with Rinnegan eyes. Almighty push! The massive repulsive force erupted toward Naruto, who turned into light and moved around it. Oh, gravity manipulation, Naruto said, reforming on a rooftop. Very impressive, but gravity affects mass, he smiled. And light has no mass, photons are massless particles, basic physics. Pain's expression didn't change. You cannot avoid all 6 paths simultaneously. Naruto tilted his head. Ni, that sounds like a challenge. I like challenges. They break up the monotony. The 6 paths of Pain attacked in perfect coordination. Deva Path's gravity control, Asura Path's weaponized body, Path's soul extraction, Animal Path's summons, Preta Path's chakra absorption, Naraka Path's judgment abilities, all simultaneously targeting Naruto. Naruto observed, very efficient. But Hikari Henka Kosoku Bunshin no Jutsu, 5 clones of pure light appeared, each engaging a different path. I can also do teamwork. The battle exploded across Konoha. Anbu and Jonin were evacuating civilians. Guy had engaged Kakuzu. Kakashi had arrived to face the other Akatsuki members. But the main event was Naruto versus Pain. And it wasn't even close. Every attack Pain launched, Naruto dodged at light speed. Every summon was vaporized with laser beams. Every gravitational pull found only light particles. You're fast, Pain acknowledged. Faster than any opponent I've faced. Faster than light, Naruto corrected. Because I am light, he yawned. Ni, can we speed this up? I have a lunch reservation. You treat this like a game, isn't it? Naruto smiled. You attack, I defend. We dance around until someone makes a mistake. He paused. Except I don't make mistakes. So really it's just a matter of when you get tired? Pain's expression hardened. Chibaku Tensei. A black sphere shot into the sky. Then everything started getting pulled toward it. Buildings, trees, the ground itself. All rising toward the sphere, forming a massive prison of earth and stone. Oh, a sealing technique. Naruto felt the pull but didn't resist. Very creative. Trap me in a giant ball, can't escape if I'm crushed. He floated upward with the debris. But Hikayeo no Sabaki, Light condensed in Naruto's hand, brighter and brighter until it resembled a miniature sun, white hot, impossible to look at directly. Then he released it. The light sun shot upward, struck the Chibaku Tensei's core, and detonated. The explosion was visible from 3 countries away. When the light faded, the Chibaku Tensei was gone. Completely vaporized, Pain stared at the empty sky. How? He started. Light is energy, Naruto explained, descending slowly. Concentrated enough light becomes heat, heat becomes fusion, fusion becomes... He gestured at where the prison had been. A very big explosion. Your power is abnormal, Pain said. No Jinchuriki should possess such abilities. Oh, you think this is my Biju's power? Naruto laughed. Ni. This is all me. The Nine Tails just provides extra chakra everything else. He adjusted his sunglasses. Is my Kekkei Genkai, Hikari Henkai, light release. Stop talking and finish this. Kurama grumbled internally. I want to go back to sleep. Hi. Naruto became light. In the fraction of a second before Pain could react, Naruto moved through all 6 bodies. Light speed strike, 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 6 precise hits. Each one targeted the chakra receivers implanted in the bodies. All 6 paths of pain collapsed simultaneously. Naruto reformed, hands in pockets as they hit the ground. Ni, you were controlled remotely, right? He said to the bodies. Someone else is pulling the strings, feeding you chakra, using you as puppets. He looked in the direction he could sense the real source. That seems very inefficient. Why not fight directly? In a tower at the edge of the village Nagato, the real Pain coughed blood. Conan, he said weakly, we need to retreat. But Naruto Uzumaki is beyond our capability to capture, Nagato finished. His power, it's not just speed, it's conceptual. He doesn't just move like light, he is light. He slumped back. We need to reassess. Back at the battle site, Naruto watched as the remaining Akatsuki members retreated. Kakuzu, now missing 4 of his 5 hearts, escaped underground. Deidara flew away on a clay bird, shouting about art and revenge. The others scattered using various techniques. Ni, they are leaving, Naruto observed. How disappointing, I was just getting warmed up. Hiruzen appeared in a shunshin, looking at the destruction with weary eyes. Naruto, he said. Are you all right? Hi, very all right, not even tired. Naruto looked at the damaged village. Sorry about the mess, the sun explosion was maybe excessive. You created a sun? A small one? Very temporary, Naruto shrugged. Needed to break the sealing technique? Light compression seemed efficient. Hiruzen pinched the bridge of his nose. We need to talk. They sat in the Hokage's office, Naruto sprawled in a chair, Hiruzen behind his desk looking every one of his 70 years. The Akatsuki will return, Hiruzen said. They're collecting all 9 Biju. They won't give up on you. Ni, that's very persistent, Naruto said. I appreciate the dedication, but it's pointless. They can't catch light. Nevertheless, we need to be prepared. This attack was just reconnaissance. Next time I'll be faster. Naruto finished. Problem solved, Naruto. Hiruzen's voice was serious. I'm not questioning your strength, but there's something you need to understand about the Akatsuki. Oh! Their leader, the one controlling those 6 bodies, has the Rinnegan, the legendary eyes of the Sage of 6 Paths. Hiruzen leaned forward. According to legend, those eyes can control life and death itself. Interesting, Naruto tilted his head. But can they control light? That's not the point. Ni, I think it is the point, Naruto interrupted. Every powerful enemy has some legendary ability, some ancient technique, some ultimate power. He adjusted his sunglasses. But they all have the same problem. They can't touch me because I move faster than they can perceive, and I'm intangible to physical attacks. Hubris is dangerous, Naruto. Is it hubris if it's accurate? Naruto smiled. I fought Jonin. I fought the reanimated Hokages. I fought a rampaging Biju. I fought 6 bodies with legendary eyes. He paused. I won every time, easily. Hiruzen sighed. Just promise me you'll be careful. Hey, I promise to be careful. Naruto stood up. Now can I go? Ichiraku is calling. One more thing, Hiruzen said. I'm assigning you to a special task force, Hunter Nin unit specifically targeting Akatsuki. Oh, a promotion? A responsibility. You're our strongest weapon against them. Weapon? Naruto's smile sharpened. Ni, I prefer strategic asset. Sounds more respectful. Strategic asset, then. Hiruzen pulled out a scroll. Your first mission is to track the Akatsuki member who escaped, Kakuzu. He's headed toward the land of hot water. Hot water? That's very far. Naruto accepted the scroll. How long do I have? 2 weeks to locate and eliminate. Oh, eliminate, Naruto noted, not capture. The Akatsuki are S-rank criminals, kill on sight orders. How efficient. Naruto headed for the door. I'll be back in 3 days. 3 days? The journey alone takes a week. For normal people, Oliver Crate, Naruto said. I move at the speed of light. Remember? He was gone before Hiruzen could respond, transforming into light and shooting out the window. The land of hot water was approximately 800 kilometers from Konoha. At light speed, 299,792,458 meters per second. Naruto could theoretically arrive in 0.0267 seconds, but that was boring. Instead, he traveled at a leisurely pace, only about Mach 50, enjoying the scenery as it blurred past. Traveling is nice, he mused to the wind. Very peaceful. No one trying to kill me. Yet, Kurama added, give it time. Always so pessimistic, realistic. You attract violence like a magnet attracts iron. That's not my fault. Violence just finds me interesting. He arrived at the land of hot water in roughly 4 hours, stopping occasionally to nap on clouds or eat at interesting roadside stands. The hot springs town was peaceful, tourists enjoying the natural baths, merchants selling souvenirs, no sign of murderous Akatsuki members. Where would I hide if I was a heart-collecting immortal? Naruto wondered aloud. Somewhere with lots of people to harvest hearts from. Kurama suggested. Very morbid, but logical. Naruto activated his light-sensing ability, extending his awareness through the ambient light in the area. There, underground temple, 3 kilometers northeast, but strong chakra signature. Found him. The underground temple was ancient, predating the hidden villages. Stone corridors carved with symbols Naruto didn't recognize. And at the center, Kakuzu was performing some kind of ritual. Oh, a ritual. Naruto descended from the ceiling, standing on a light platform. How dramatic, what are you doing? Kakuzu spun, threads erupting from his body. How did you find me? I can sense you through light particles, Naruto explained. You reflect light? Light tells me where you are? Very simple. Impossible. I've masked my chakra. Chakra isn't the same as light. Naruto tilted his head. You can hide your chakra, but you can't hide from photons. They're everywhere. Kakuzu's expression hardened. Then I'll just have to kill you here. Oh, you're going to kill me? Naruto smiled. With 4 hearts missing, how ambitious. I only need 1 heart to kill you. Kakuzu's body transformed, threads weaving together. And yours will make an excellent replacement. I don't think my heart would work for you, Naruto said reasonably. It's probably full of light, might not pump blood properly. Kakuzu launched a devastating combination, fire, wind, lightning, earth, and water techniques, all simultaneously from his remaining heart's elemental affinities. The underground temple erupted in elemental chaos. When the smoke cleared, Naruto was standing in the exact same spot, yawning. Photon intangibility, he explained. Also, you missed. I didn't miss. You were standing right there. Was I? Naruto tilted his head. Or was that just light particles arranged to look like me? He smiled. It's very hard to tell. Kakuzu roared and attacked again. Naruto sighed. This is getting repetitive, he said. You attack, I dodge. You attack harder, I dodge easier. He adjusted his sunglasses. Let me show you something new. Kagami no Sekai. The underground temple transformed. Every surface became reflective. Walls, floor, ceiling, even the air itself seemed to shimmer with mirror-like properties. What is this? Kakuzu demanded. A dimension of light reflections. Naruto explained. Inside this space, I can move between any reflective surface, which means he appeared behind Kakuzu. I'm everywhere. And nowhere. His voice came from every direction simultaneously. Kakuzu spun, trying to track him, but Naruto was already gone, appearing in a different reflection. Light speed kick. The kick came from above, smashing Kakuzu into the ground. Light speed kick from the left. Light speed kick from the right. Light speed kick from below, launching Kakuzu upward. Each kick moved faster than Kakuzu could perceive, coming from different reflected surfaces. After 30 seconds of this, Kakuzu collapsed, his last heart destroyed. The mirror dimension faded. Naruto stood over the body, hands in pockets. "Nee, that was easier than expected," he observed. "Maybe I should have given you time to find more hearts?" He paused. "But that would be inefficient." "You're getting creative with your techniques," Kurama noted. "Boredom breeds innovation," Naruto said. "Also, I've been practicing." He incinerated Kakuzu's body with a concentrated laser, couldn't have someone reanimating him later, and began walking back to the surface. His mission was complete. But something felt off. The light around him was moving strangely, bending in ways that didn't make sense. Oh! A figure appeared from shadows that shouldn't exist underground. White hair, pale skin, yellow eyes with slit pupils. "Orochimaru," Naruto said. "I thought you ran away?" "I did," Orochimaru hissed, "to prepare, to study, to understand what you are." "What I am," Naruto tilted his head. "I'm Naruto Uzumaki, Chunin of Konoha, light release user, ramen enthusiast." He paused. "Very simple. You're not simple at all." Orochimaru's eyes were hungry. "You're an anomaly, a body made of light, unlimited speed, near perfect intangibility." He licked his lips. "I must have that body." "Nee, that's creepy." "I've developed a new technique, one specifically designed to counter light-based abilities." "Oh, you made a technique just for me?" Naruto smiled. "How flattering." Curse mark, umbral seal. Darkness erupted from Orochimaru, not normal darkness, but something deeper, something that absorbed light itself. Naruto felt his light form flicker. "Oh, that's new?" he observed. "Darkness that consumes light? Very creative." But Hikanka Komyo Tarnation, Naruto's body dispersed into millions of light particles, too many for the darkness to absorb, and reconstituted outside the range of Orochimaru's technique. "Nice try," Naruto said. "But darkness can only absorb so much light before it gets overwhelmed. Basic thermodynamics." Orochimaru's eyes widened. "Impossible. That technique should have trapped me, forced me into solid form, made me vulnerable." Naruto finished. "Hi, I understand the theory, but you made one mistake." "What?" "You assumed I need to maintain a single form." Naruto smiled. "But I can become billions of individual photons, each one moving independently." He paused. "Absorbing all of them simultaneously? That would require a black hole," Orochimaru finished, paling. "Exactly. And you're not a black hole." Naruto tilted his head. "Are you? You've thought about this, analyzed your own abilities at a fundamental level." "Nee, I have a lot of free time when I'm napping," Naruto said. "Sometimes I think about physics, sometimes about ramen, sometimes about why people keep trying to kill me." He shrugged. "Very productive naps." Orochimaru's expression shifted from hunger to something like fear. "You're not just powerful," he said slowly. "You're intelligent. You've weaponized physics itself." "I prefer to think of it as applied science," Naruto corrected. "Very educational." "I need to leave." Orochimaru began forming hand seals. "Oh, running away again?" Naruto sighed. "How disappointing. We were just getting started." "I'm not running. I'm retreating to Hikari Henka, Hikari no Shibari." Solid light formed around Orochimaru's body, chains of pure photonic energy that prevented movement. "Nee, you're not leaving," Naruto said. "We need to talk." "About what?" "About why you keep interfering with my village, with my life, with my nap schedule." Naruto walked closer. "It's very annoying. I seek immortality, knowledge, power." "Nee, everyone seeks those things," Naruto said. "But most people don't murder their teacher, don't experiment on children, don't invade villages." He tilted his head. "You're very extra," says the boy who vaporized a Chibaku Tensei with a miniature sun. "That was necessary," Naruto defended. "Your things are just," he paused, "evil." "Evil is subjective." "Is it?" Naruto's smile faded. "Nee, I wonder, would you still think that if I showed you what light can really do?" "What do you mean?" "Hikari Henka, Bansho no Hikari, light of all creation." The underground temple filled with light, but not the destructive kind. This light was different, warm, revealing. And in that light, Orochimaru saw things. Memories, not his own, Naruto's, a 4-year-old child turning into light for the first time, terrified, confused, alone. Villagers with torches and hatred, unable to catch the demon brat who could disappear into light. Years of isolation, of being feared, of being called a monster, of learning that power without purpose was just loneliness in a different form. The light faded. Orochimaru stared at Naruto with new understanding. "You," he started, "you use that power because it's the only thing that ever protected you." "Hi!" Naruto said simply, Light doesn't judge, doesn't hate, just exists. He paused, very comforting. But you're not lonely anymore. You have the village, teammates, the Hokage's respect. Ni, I have people who tolerate me, Naruto corrected. That's different from belonging. His smile was sharp. But it's enough. Then why show me this? Because, Naruto released the light chains. You're looking for immortality, for purpose, for meaning. He adjusted his sunglasses. But you're looking in the wrong places, experimenting on others, stealing bodies. That's not immortality. That's just, he paused, running away from death very slowly. And what would you know about it? I know that light lives forever, Naruto said. Photons don't age, don't decay, just travel eternally, he shrugged. Maybe that's why I'm not afraid of dying, because part of me already knows eternity. Orochimaru was quiet for a long moment. Then he laughed. A genuine laugh, not his usual hissing mockery. You're a strange child, Naruto Uzumaki. I know. I still want your body. That's still creepy. But Orochimaru's expression shifted. Perhaps there are other ways to achieve immortality, ways that don't involve destroying everything I touch. Oh, character growth? Naruto smiled. Very nice, I'm proud of you. Don't patronize me. Wouldn't dream of it. Naruto started walking toward the exit. Ni, are you going to stop attacking Konoha? For now, Orochimaru said, I need time to think, to reassess. Good, because if you attack again, I won't show you nice light. Naruto's voice went cold. I'll show you destructive light, the kind that erases things. Understood. Naruto left the underground temple, feeling Orochimaru's presence disappear into the shadows. You let him go? Kurama observed. Hi. The Hokage wanted you to eliminate threats. Orochimaru isn't a threat anymore. Not right now, Naruto said. He's thinking, questioning. That's more useful than him being dead and someone worse taking his place. You're more strategic than you let on. Ni, strategy is just efficient planning. Naruto transformed into light. And I'm very efficient. He shot back toward Konoha. Mission complete. One former enemy potentially neutralized through conversation instead of violence. Sometimes talking was faster than fighting. How efficient. Naruto returned to Konoha after 2 days, faster than his 3-day estimate, because he'd stopped for particularly good ramen in the land of rice fields. The village was different, more tense, more watchful. Anbu patrols had tripled, barrier teams were constantly monitoring, every gate had at least 2 jonin on guard. Oh, paranoia, Naruto observed. How refreshing. He reported to the Hokage's office where Hiruzen sat with his advisors, including the creepy bandaged man from before. Danzo, Naruto, Hiruzen greeted. Your mission report? Kakuzu is dead, Orochimaru showed up, we talked, he left. Naruto said, mission complete. You talked? Danzo's visible eye narrowed. You should have killed him. Ni, killing is very permanent, Naruto said. Talking leaves room for future developments. The enemy is the enemy, Danzo stated. Mercy is weakness. Is it? Naruto tilted his head toward the old man. Ni, you sound very confident about that. Have you tested the theory? I've lived through 3 wars, child. I know the cost of hesitation. Oh, 3 wars, very experienced. Naruto's smile was sharp. And yet Konoha keeps having wars? Maybe the killing approach isn't working? Danzo's chakra spiked with anger. Hiruzen intervened. Enough. Danzo, Naruto's methods are unorthodox but effective. The results speak for themselves. The results are a delayed threat, Danzo argued. Orochimaru will return. Maybe, Naruto shrugged. But when he does, I'll handle it, very efficiently. After the meeting, Hiruzen asked Naruto to stay behind. You need to be careful around Danzo, the Hokage said quietly. Ni, the creepy old man? Why? He runs an organization called Root. They operate in Konoha's shadows, doing things the official Anbu won't. Oh, Black Ops, Naruto nodded. Every village has them. Very practical. Danzo believes in absolute loyalty to the village. He's been interested in you since the Chunin exams. Interested how? He wants to recruit you to Root, train you as a weapon for Konoha's use. Naruto was quiet for a moment, then he laughed. Ni, he wants to recruit me? He adjusted his sunglasses. That's very ambitious, but I have questions. First, does Root have nap breaks? I don't believe so. Then I'm not interested, Naruto said simply. Also, I'm already a weapon for Konoha, just not Danzo's weapon. I'm the Hokage's weapon. Very different. Hiruzen smiled slightly. Just stay away from him. I don't trust his intentions. Hi, I'll avoid the creepy old man. Naruto headed for the door. Can I go now? I'm hungry. One more thing. Hiruzen pulled out another scroll. The Akatsuki activity has increased. We've received reports of them targeting the other Biju more aggressively. Oh, they're speeding up. Yes, which means they'll come for you again, soon. Ni, that's very persistent. Naruto accepted the scroll. What's the plan? For now, standard missions, but stay alert. And if you encounter any Akatsuki members, eliminate them. Hi, I understand. Naruto smiled. Very clear orders, I like it. As Naruto left the office, he noticed Danzo watching him from across the hallway. Their eyes met. Danzo's single visible eye was calculating, measuring. Naruto smiled and waved lazily before transforming into light and disappearing. That man is dangerous, Kurama growled. Hi, very dangerous, Naruto agreed. But so am I. He's the kind who will try to control you or eliminate you if he can't. Ni, let him try. Naruto's mental voice was amused. Can't control light, can't eliminate what you can't catch. Your confidence will get you killed one day. Maybe. Naruto emerged from the light transformation outside Ichiraku. But not today. Today I'm eating ramen. The next few weeks were surprisingly peaceful. Naruto ran standard missions, mostly B and A ranks now that he was officially a strategic asset. Escort missions, intelligence gathering, the occasional assassination when someone really deserved it. He was professional, efficient, terrifyingly effective. Stories spread. The merchant caravan that was ambushed by 20 bandits. Naruto handled it in 45 seconds. The spy network in River Country. Naruto identified and neutralized all agents in one night. The rogue ninja terrorizing Wave Country. Naruto found him, fought him, and delivered his body to the authorities before lunch. The second Yellow Flash became a name whispered with awe and fear across the elemental nations. Some called him a hero, others called him a demon. Naruto called himself very efficient and went back to napping. Until the day everything changed. It started with a message. Emergency summons to the Hokage's office. All high-ranking ninja to report immediately. Naruto arrived via lightspeed travel to find the office packed. Kakashi, Guy, Asuma, Kurenai, every jonin in the village. Ni, this is very crowded, Naruto observed. What happened? Hiruzen looked older than Naruto had ever seen him. Sunagakure has been destroyed, he said heavily. Silence. Destroyed? Naruto tilted his head. How? The Akatsuki. They extracted the one tail from Gaara. Hiruzen's voice was grim. The process killed him, and without their Jinchuriki's power, Suna couldn't defend against the assault that followed. The whole village? Tenten asked, horrified. Casualties are estimated at 70%. The survivors have requested asylum with Konoha. Naruto felt something cold settle in his chest. Gaara was dead, the boy he talked to. The fellow Jinchuriki who would it meant to carry a demon? Dead. Ni, when did this happen? His voice was quieter than usual. 3 days ago. We just received confirmation. 3 days, Naruto repeated. And we're only learning about it now? The Akatsuki moved fast. By the time Suna's distress signals reached us, 3 days, Naruto's chakra started to fluctuate. The light around him flickered. I could have traveled there in hours, could have helped. Naruto, Kakashi said carefully, there was no way to know. Wasn't there? Naruto looked up, and for the first time anyone could remember, his eyes were visible behind his sunglasses, glowing with pure light. The Akatsuki attacked Konoha. We knew they were collecting Biju. We knew Gaara was the one tail. His voice was still quiet, but razor sharp. We could have warned them. Suna was warned, Hiruzen said. They chose to defend themselves rather than accept our help. Pride? Naruto said flatly. They chose pride over survival. That was their choice. And now they're dead, Naruto stood up. Ni, where are the Akatsuki now? Unknown. They disappeared after unknown. Naruto's laugh was bitter, very convenient. He started walking toward the door. Where are you going? Hiruzen demanded. To find them. You can't just... Can I? Naruto turned, and his expression was something none of them had seen before. Cold, focused, dangerous. I can move at light speed. I can search the entire continent in days. I can find them. This isn't a mission, it's revenge. Is it? Naruto tilted his head. Or is it preventive elimination of a clear threat? He paused. They killed Gaara, destroyed Suna. They'll come for the other Jinchuriki next. That means... He adjusted his sunglasses. They're coming for me eventually. So let them come, Danzo spoke from the corner. Use yourself as bait. Eliminate them when they arrive. Ni, that's very callous, Naruto said. Using myself as bait means waiting. Waiting means more people die. He smiled sharply. I prefer proactive solutions. The Akatsuki are too dangerous for one ninja. Are they? Naruto's voice cut through the room. Have you seen what I can do? Really seen it? He raised one hand. Light began to gather, bright enough to make everyone squint. I vaporized the Chibaku Tensei. I created a sun. I defeated 6 bodies with Rinnegan eyes without breaking a sweat. The light intensified. What makes you think the Akatsuki can stop me? Hubris. Accuracy. Naruto corrected. I'm not being arrogant. I'm being realistic. They can't catch light. They can't hurt what they can't touch. They can't win against someone who moves faster than thought. The light faded. I'm going, Naruto said. You can make it an official mission or you can call it insubordination. I don't care. He looked at Hiruzen. But I'm going? Hiruzen was quiet for a long moment, then he sighed. This is an S-rank mission, he said formally. Hunter assignment, track and eliminate Akatsuki members, authorized use of lethal force, solo operation. Solo, Guy protested. Hokage-sama, that's what Naruto does best, Hiruzen finished. He works alone, he's faster alone, and honestly, he looked at Naruto. I don't think anyone else could keep up with him. Need accurate assessment, Naruto said. I'll report back when it's done. How long do you estimate? 2 weeks? Maybe less. Naruto headed for the window. Depends on how well they hide. Naruto, Kakashi called out. Don't let revenge cloud your judgment. This isn't revenge, Naruto said. Revenge is emotional, personal, he smiled. This is just, he paused. Efficient threat elimination. Then he was gone, transforming into light and shooting out the window. The Jonin watched him go. He's going to get himself killed, Danzo said. No, Kurenai said quietly. He's going to kill them all. And which is worse? Danzo asked. No one had an answer. Naruto traveled, not at full light speed. That would be too fast to actually search properly. Instead, he moved at Mach 20, scanning the ground below with his light sense. The Akatsuki left traces, chakra signatures, disturbances in ambient light, battle damage. He tracked them like a bloodhound. First stop, the ruins of Sunagakure. The village was devastated. Buildings collapsed. Bodies in the streets. The smell of death and sand. Naruto walked through the destruction, his expression unreadable behind his sunglasses. He found Gaara's body in the Kazekage Tower. The red-haired boy looked peaceful, like he was sleeping. Naruto knelt beside him. Ni, Gaara-san, he said quietly. You told me being a Jinchuriki didn't make us monsters? He paused. I should have visited, should have checked on you. His fist clenched. Should have been faster. This isn't your fault, Kurama said gently. Isn't it? I have all this power, all this speed, and I couldn't save one person. You can't save everyone. Then what's the point? Naruto looked at the body. What's the point of being this strong if people still die? The point, Kurama said, is making sure the people who killed him don't kill anyone else. Naruto was quiet. Then he stood. Hi, you're right, he looked down at Gaara. I'll make sure they pay, very efficiently. He found traces of the Akatsuki's chakra, multiple signatures. At least 4 members had participated in the attack. He memorized the signatures. Then he burned Gaara's body, a funeral pyre of pure light, clean and respectful. Sleep well, Gaara-san, Naruto said. I'll handle the rest. The hunt began. First target, Sasori of the Red Sand. Naruto tracked him to a hidden base in the Land of Rivers. Underground. Heavily trapped, he didn't bother with stealth. Laser bombardment. The entire area above the base erupted with laser beams, hundreds of them, punching through earth and stone like paper. Sasori emerged from the collapsing base, puppet body intact. You, he hissed. The light user. Hi, Naruto Uzumaki Konoha Ninja, very angry. Naruto landed in front of him. You helped kill Gaara. The one-tailed Jinchuriki. Yes, he was weak. Was he? Naruto's voice was cold. Or were you just numerous? Big difference. It doesn't matter, he's dead. Soon you'll... Hikari Henka, Amano Murakumo. The light sword appeared in Naruto's hand, longer than before, burning brighter. Ni, I'm done talking. Naruto said, time to work. Sasori deployed his 100 puppets, an army of weapons and poison and blades. Naruto moved. One slash, 100 puppets fell in pieces. Impossible. Sasori retreated into his core body, the puppet of the 3rd Kazekage. Iron sand. The magnetic sand erupted toward Naruto. Who became light, passing through it, appearing directly in front of Sasori's core. Too slow. The light sword pierced Sasori's core. The puppet master's eyes widened. I'm supposed to be immortal? Immortality is overrated, Naruto said. And you're not immortal, just hard to kill. He twisted the blade. Very different. Sasori's body crumbled to pieces, one down. Naruto stood among the wreckage, breathing slowly. You're using more power than usual, Kurama observed. Hi, because I'm not holding back anymore, Naruto said. No more games, no more showing off. Just, he paused. Elimination. You're changing. Am I? Or am I just showing what I was always capable of? Both, probably. Naruto left the ruins, already tracking the next signature. Second target, Deidara. The explosion specialist was in the land of Earth, preparing for another Akatsuki operation. Naruto found him at a clay mine, appropriate given his techniques. Oh, the Konoha ninja, Deidara grinned. Come for revenge, yeah? Not revenge, Naruto said. Elimination. Art is an explosion, and you're about to witness my greatest work, yeah. Deidara launched everything he had. Clay birds, clay spiders, clay dragons, all infused with explosive chakra, the sky filled with his creations. Very creative, Naruto observed. But, divine illumination. Light exploded from Naruto's body, so bright that all of Deidara's clay detonated prematurely from the photonic stimulation. The resulting explosion could be seen from 3 countries. When the smoke cleared, Deidara was on the ground, burned and broken. That's not art, he gasped, isn't it? Naruto stood over him. Light is beauty. Explosions are just rapid oxidation. He tilted his head. My light is prettier. You destroyed my art? Hi, very thoroughly. Naruto raised his hand, gathering light. Time to go. Wait, Deidara coughed blood. At least let me die in an explosion. That seems counterproductive. But okay. Naruto stepped back. Deidara pulled out a final clay sphere, his suicide bomb. Art is an explosion, yeah! The detonation vaporized everything in a kilometer radius, except Naruto, who transformed into light and moved away at light speed. How dramatic, he observed from a safe distance. Very artistic. 2 down. Third target, Hidan. The immortal cultist was in the land of hot water, ironically, the same region where Naruto had fought Kakuzu. Naruto found him performing a ritual sacrifice. Oh, you're the immortal one, Naruto observed. How interesting. Hidan spun, triple-bladed scythe ready. Jashin-sama has guided you to me. Your blood will be the perfect sacrifice. I don't have blood, Naruto said. I'm made of light. Very disappointing for sacrifices, then I'll just have to kill you anyway. Hidan attacked with wild swings. Naruto dodged casually, not even using light speed, just moving normally. Every attack missed. Stay still, damn it. Why? This is more entertaining. After 5 minutes of missing, Hidan was breathing heavily. How are you so fast? Light speed, Naruto said. Also, you're very slow. That scythe is inefficient. Too much wind resistance. Shut up about my scythe. I'm just being helpful. Hidan roared and charged again. Naruto sighed. Laser beam. The beam cut Hidan's head clean off. The body collapsed. The head hit the ground, still talking. Ha! That won't kill me. I'm immortal. Jashin-sama. Naruto picked up the head. Hi. I know you're immortal. Very inconvenient. He looked around. Where's a good place to seal immortal heads? He found a deep ravine. This will work. Naruto dropped the head into the ravine, easily 1,000 meters deep. Then he collapsed the ravine with laser bombardment, sealing Hidan's head under millions of tons of rock. There, not dead, but very sealed. Naruto dusted off his hands. Close enough, 3 down. Fourth target, Kasame Hoshigaki. The shark man was the trickiest to track, constantly moving through water, leaving minimal traces. But Naruto was patient. He followed water current disruptions, traces of massive chakra, reports of a monster in various rivers and lakes. Eventually, he found Kasame in the land of water, swimming through an underground lake. Oh, you're aquatic! Naruto observed from above the water. How unusual. Kasame surfaced, his shark-like grin wide. The light brat. I've been looking forward to fighting you. Have you? How nice. Naruto tilted his head. Can you fight on land? Or do you need water? Water is my domain. Here I'm invincible. Oh, invincible. Naruto smiled. That's a bold claim. Kasame dove underwater, moving with incredible speed. Naruto watched the water with his light sense, tracking Kasame's movements. Hiding won't help, he called out. Light penetrates water? I can see you. Kisame erupted from the water, Samehada swinging. The blade, designed to absorb chakra, passed through light particles. What? Hikari Henka photon intangibility, Naruto reformed behind Kisame. Also, your sword is useless, can't absorb what isn't solid. Kisame landed in the water, regrouping. Then I'll drown you. Water style, great shark bullet. A massive shark made of water launched at Naruto, who pointed one finger. Laser beam. The laser superheated the water shark instantly, turning it to steam. Ni, water boils at high temperatures? Naruto explained. Light creates heat, heat creates steam, he smiled. Basic science? You think you're smart? Kisame was getting desperate. I'll flood this entire cavern. Oh, that seems excessive? Water style, great exploding water colliding wave. Water erupted from Kisame's mouth, an ocean's worth, flooding the entire underground cavern in seconds. Naruto floated on a platform of solid light, watching the water rise. Very dramatic, he observed. But now you're trapped in here with me? No, Kisame grinned from underwater. You're trapped in here with me, in my element. Am I? Naruto raised both hands. Ni, let me show you something. Hikari Henka photon cannon. Light gathered between his palms, compressing, intensifying, until it was almost solid. Then he released it. The beam shot through the water, so intense that it vaporized a path straight through the liquid. It caught Kisame dead center. The shark man's eyes widened as the laser burned through his chest. Light. Penetrates. Water, he gasped, sinking. Hi, Naruto said. That was the lesson. Kisame sank to the bottom of the cavern. Samehada floating away from his dead hand, 4 down. Naruto stood in the flooded cavern, breathing slowly. You're getting tired, Kurama observed. Hi, a little, Naruto admitted. Using this much power continuously, it's more draining than I thought. You need to rest. After, Naruto said. After I finish, you can't fight them all at once if you're exhausted. Watch me. But Kurama was right. Naruto could feel the strain, using his light techniques at full power constantly for days. It was taking a toll. He needed to be strategic, which is why when he found the Akatsuki's main base, a hidden compound in the Land of Rain, he didn't charge in immediately. He waited, watched, learned their patterns. 3 members remained, Pain, Konan, and one other he didn't recognize, a man with an orange mask who called himself Toby. Something's wrong about that one, Kurama growled. His chakra, it's ancient, familiar. Familiar how? Like Madara Uchiha. Ni, that's impossible. Madara died decades ago. I know what I sense, brat. That's either Madara or someone wearing his chakra like a coat. Naruto filed that information away. If Toby was really Madara, or someone with Madara's power, this just got more complicated. He spent 2 days observing, learning when they slept, when they met, when they were vulnerable. Pain was the leader. 6 bodies controlled remotely by Nagato somewhere in the compound. Konan was the second in command. Paper manipulation, dangerous but beatable. Toby was the wild card. Space-time techniques that let him become intangible. Oh, he can become intangible too, Naruto observed. How interesting. I wonder which is faster, his technique or mine. Don't get cocky. I'm not. I'm being strategic. On the 3rd day, he made his move. Not during night when they'd expect an attack. Not during a meeting when they'd be grouped. During midday. When Pain was in his office, Konan was in the gardens, Toby was elsewhere. Divide and conquer. Naruto started with Konan. He appeared from a light reflection in a puddle, reforming directly behind her. Ni Konan-san, she spun, paper wings erupting from her back. You? How did you find? Light sensing, very efficient. Naruto interrupted. Ni, I have a question. Why are you doing this? This? Collecting Biju, destroying villages, killing people? Naruto tilted his head. What's the goal? Konan's expression hardened. Peace. Oh, peace. Through mass murder? How innovative. You don't understand, don't I? Naruto's smile faded. I'm a Jinchuriki. I know what it's like to be hated, feared, hunted. He paused. But I don't kill innocent people to make myself feel better. We're not making ourselves feel better, Konan said. We're creating a deterrent, a weapon so terrible that nations will fear war itself. Ni, that's very philosophical, but it won't work, Naruto said. Fear just creates more violence, more hatred, more... Enough talk, Konan attacked, paper spears launching from every direction. Naruto became light, moved through them, appeared above her. I tried reasoning, he said. Now I'll just eliminate. Hikari Henka, laser barrage. Hundreds of precise laser beams rained down. Conan dispersed into paper, thousands of sheets scattering in the wind. Clever, Naruto observed, but paper burns. Hikari Henk divine illumination. Intense light flooded the garden, so hot that the paper began to smolder. Conan screamed as her technique failed, her body reforming as she lost concentration. Naruto appeared in front of her, light sword in hand. I'm sorry, but you helped kill Gaara. That means. The sword moved, Conan's eyes widened, then closed. She fell. 5 down. Conan! Pain's voice echoed across the compound. All 6 bodies appeared simultaneously, surrounding Naruto. You've made a mistake coming here, Pain said through the Deva path. Have I? Naruto looked around at the 6 bodies. Or have you made a mistake letting me get this close? You're powerful, but you're alone, exhausted, and surrounded. Ni, all accurate, Naruto admitted, but also irrelevant. How can that be irrelevant? Because Naruto's chakra flared, mixing with Kurama's now, golden light turning slightly red. I haven't shown you my full power yet. You want to use it? Kurama asked. Hi, time to stop holding back. About damn time. Hikari Henka, QB, Nine Tails Light Fusion. Naruto's body transformed, golden light mixed with red chakra, creating a form that was part light, part demon, entirely devastating. His chakra cloak manifested, but made of solidified light instead of chakra. 9 tails of pure photonic energy extended behind him. His speed multiplied, his power multiplied, his presence became overwhelming. Oh, this feels nice, Naruto said, his voice carrying Kurama's undertone now. Very energizing. We should do this more often. Agreed, Kurama rumbled. Now show them why you don't piss off a light-speed demon fox. Pain attacked with everything. Almighty push, universal pull, chakra absorption, soul extraction, summoning. All 6 paths working in perfect coordination. Naruto moved at light speed, enhanced by Kurama's chakra. He was everywhere and nowhere. A golden red blur that couldn't be tracked, couldn't be caught, couldn't be stopped. Light speed strike. Asura path shattered. Light speed strike. Human path collapsed. Light speed strike. Animal path fell. Light speed strike. Preta path broke. Light speed strike. Naraka path crumbled. Only Deva path remained. Pain's main body. Impossible. He breathed. You're faster than before. Hi. Combined with Kurama's chakra, I'm approximately, Naruto calculated, 50 times faster than normal light speed. He smiled. Very impressive, ni? Shibaku Tensei. Pain's ultimate technique, the same one from before, but enhanced with desperation. The black sphere shot into the sky. Everything began being pulled toward it, stronger than before, faster than before. Naruto floated calmly as debris flew past him. Ni. You're using the same technique again, he observed. Very uncreative. This time I've made it bigger. Hi. I noticed. Naruto raised both hands. Let me show you something new. Light of all creation. Light erupted from Naruto, but not destructive light. Creation light. The kind that brings things into existence. The kind that births stars. The light spread outward, touching the Chibaku Tensei, and simply unmade it. The technique didn't explode, didn't shatter, just stopped existing, as if it had never been there at all. Pain stared at the empty sky. What did you do? Created entropy, Naruto explained. Light can create, but it can also accelerate time, age things, break molecular bonds. I aged your technique 1 billion years in 1 second. That's impossible? Ni, I hear that a lot. Pain collapsed to his knees. Then I've lost. Hey, you've lost? Naruto descended, the light demon form still active. But before I eliminate you, I want to know, where is the real you? The real me. The one controlling these bodies. Nagato, where? Pain's eyes widened. How did you? I can sense the chakra threads, the connection between the bodies and the source, Naruto pointed. That tower, top floor. He moved at light speed through the walls, into the chamber where Nagato sat, emaciated, connected to a machine, Conan's body lying beside him. Oh, you look terrible, Naruto observed. Using the Rinnegan really takes a toll, Ni? Nagato looked up with haunted eyes. Finish it then. Ni, I will. But first, Naruto deactivated his light demon form, becoming just himself again. I want to understand, why did you do this? For peace, Nagato said, for a world without pain. By causing pain? How logical. You don't understand. Don't I? Naruto sat down across from him. I'm a Jinchuriki. My village hated me, tried to kill me. I understand pain. He paused. But I didn't respond by trying to destroy the world. You had people who cared about you eventually. Eventually, Naruto agreed. But before that, I was alone, scared, hated. He looked at Nagato. The difference between us is that I decided my pain didn't give me the right to hurt others. Nagato was quiet. You're right, he said finally. I was wrong. Hi, very wrong. Naruto stood. But at least you realized it? Will you kill me? Nee, that's the question. Naruto tilted his head. You've done terrible things, killed people, destroyed a village. He paused. But you also realize you were wrong. I can't undo what I've done. No, you can't, Naruto said, but he extended his hand. You could spend the rest of your life making up for it. Nagato stared at the offered hand. And you'd spare me? On conditions, Naruto said. First, you surrender the Rinnegan. It's too dangerous. The eyes can't be removed. There, I can remove them. Naruto's hand glowed with light. Precision light surgery, very efficient, won't even hurt. Second condition, you work for Konoha. Use your knowledge of the Akatsuki. Help us stop whatever plan they had. There's one more member, Nagato said. Toby, he's the real leader. I was just a figurehead. Oh, the masked man. Naruto nodded. Hi, I know Kurama sensed him, he smiled. But that's my problem, not yours. Nagato was silent for a long moment. Then he nodded. I accept. Naruto's hand glowed brighter. This will feel strange. 2 precise laser beams. The Rinnegan eyes lifted from Nagato's sockets. Carefully, gently, without damaging anything, Naruto sealed them in a scroll. There. Now you're just a very skilled ninja, not a godlike being. He helped Nagato stand. Can you walk? Barely. Nee, that's fine. I'll carry you. Naruto created a platform of solid light. Very efficient. As they left the tower, Toby appeared. The masked man stood in their path, orange mask hiding his expression. So, he said, you've defeated Pain, killed Konan, destroyed my organization. Hi, Naruto said cheerfully. Very thoroughly. I'm quite proud. You realize, Toby's voice was cold, that you've just made yourself my primary target. Oh, how scary. Naruto's tone suggested it was anything but. Nee, are you going to attack me? Not yet. Toby's Sharingan eye spun behind the mask. First, I want to understand what you are. What I am? Naruto tilted his head. I'm Naruto Uzumaki, light release user, very fast, enjoys ramen, currently carrying a reformed villain. You're an anomaly, a mutation, a freak of nature that shouldn't exist. Nee, that's rude, Naruto said, but also accurate. I am very unusual. Your power threatens everything I've planned. Good. Naruto's smile was sharp. Your plans seem terrible. Glad to threaten them. Toby's chakra spiked with killing intent, then he vanished, using his space-time technique to escape. Coward, Naruto called after him. Can't even fight. He's dangerous, Kurama warned, more dangerous than Pain. Hey, I know, Naruto said, but that's a problem for later, right now. He looked at Nagato. We need to get you medical attention. They returned to Konoha. The village was in chaos when Naruto arrived, carrying Nagato on a light platform, covered in minor injuries, chakra depleted. Anbu surrounded them immediately. Stand down! Hiruzen's voice cut through the tension. Let them through. In the hospital, Nagato received treatment while Naruto gave his report. You fought the entire Akatsuki, Hiruzen said slowly. Alone. Hi! Killed 4 members, sealed 1. Reformed the leader. Hi? And all that took you 9 days? Hi would have been faster, but I had to track them, Naruto yawned. Very time-consuming. The room was silent. Then Danzo spoke. This is unacceptable. The Akatsuki leader should be executed, not sheltered. He surrendered, Naruto said, given us valuable intelligence, agreed to work for Konoha. He paused. Killing him would be wasteful. He destroyed Tsunagakure. Hi, he did. Naruto's voice went cold, and he'll spend the rest of his life making up for it? That's more useful than him being dead. You don't have the authority to make that decision. Don't I? Naruto looked at Hiruzen. Hokage-sama, do I have the authority? Hiruzen was quiet for a moment. Then he smiled slightly. Actually, Naruto, I've been meaning to discuss something with you. Oh, the council has been pressuring me about succession, about who will become the 5th Hokage when I retire. Succession planning. Very responsible. They want me to choose someone strong, someone the village respects, someone who can protect Konoha from any threat. Naruto tilted his head. Are you saying? I'm saying, Hiruzen stood, that I'm officially nominating you as a candidate for 5th Hokage. The room erupted. He's too young, one council member protested. Too inexperienced, another added. Too dangerous, Danzo said. Too perfect, Naruto corrected. I'm young, so I'll serve longer. I'm inexperienced in politics, so I won't be corrupt, and I'm dangerous, he smiled. Only to enemies. This is absurd. Is it? Hiruzen interrupted. Naruto just single-handedly eliminated the greatest threat our village has faced in decades. He's proven his strength, his dedication, and his judgment. He paused. What more do you want? Maturity, Danzo snapped. The Hokage must be mature. I'm very mature, Naruto said. I just express it differently. You speak like a child. I speak efficiently, using minimal words, conserving energy. Naruto adjusted his sunglasses. That's very mature. This is decided, Hiruzen said firmly. I'm making it official. Naruto Uzumaki is my candidate for 5th Hokage. He looked at the council. We'll hold the formal vote in 1 month. Until then, he'll serve as my special advisor. Naruto blinked slowly. Wait, I have to do work? Yes, paperwork? Lots of it. Can I decline? No. Naruto sighed dramatically. This is very troublesome. You just destroyed an entire criminal organization in 9 days, Kurama said. But paperwork is troublesome? Paperwork doesn't explode when you use lasers on it. Very boring. You're an idiot. Thank you. The next month was chaos. Naruto, as special advisor, had to attend council meetings, review mission reports, make strategic decisions. It was terrible. How did my father do this? Naruto asked the 4th Hokage's portrait in the office. The portrait didn't answer. Very unhelpful. But despite his complaints, Naruto was good at it. His strategic mind, the same one that let him win battles in seconds, made him excellent at logistics. His blunt honesty cut through political maneuvering. His reputation made people listen, and his power made sure no one challenged his decisions. The council was split. Half wanted him as Hokage. He was strong, effective, and genuinely cared about the village. Half were terrified of him. Too young, too powerful, too unpredictable. Danzo was in the latter camp. You can't seriously support this, he said to Hiruzen privately. The boy is dangerous. He's powerful, Hiruzen corrected. There's a difference. He has no restraint, no respect for tradition. No patience for your political games, Hiruzen finished. That's what bothers you, isn't it? That you can't control him. Control is necessary control is what led to the Uchiha massacre, Hiruzen said quietly. Control is what drove Orochimaru away. Control is what you use to justify your methods, Danzo. He paused. But Naruto doesn't need control. He needs trust. And if that trust is misplaced, then I'll take responsibility, Hiruzen said. But I don't believe it will be. The vote came. The council chamber was packed. Every clan head, every jonin commander, every village elder. Hiruzen stood at the podium. We're here to vote on my nomination for 5th Hokage, he said. Naruto Uzumaki, step forward. Naruto walked to the center of the chamber, hands in his pockets. This is very formal, he observed. Should I make a speech? It's customary, Hiruzen said. Oh, customs. Naruto looked at the assembled crowd. Okay, I'll make it quick. He cleared his throat. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I can turn into light. I move faster than you can think. I've defeated every enemy I've faced. He paused. If you make me Hokage, I promise to protect this village very efficiently. That's all. Silence. Then Kakashi started laughing. That might be the shortest Hokage nomination speech in history, he said. Efficiency, Naruto said. Why use many words when few words work? Does anyone have questions for the candidate? Hiruzen asked. Danzo stood. I do. Naruto Uzumaki, what would you do if the village's survival required sacrificing innocent lives? That's a very specific question. Naruto tilted his head. Why? Did that happen? Danzo's eye narrowed. Answer the question. Okay, Naruto said. If the village's survival required sacrificing innocent lives, I would. He paused. Find a third option. There isn't always a third option. Isn't there? Naruto smiled. I move at light speed. I can be anywhere in seconds. I can fight entire armies alone. He paused. The impossible choice only exists for people who aren't fast enough, strong enough, creative enough. His smile sharpened. I'm all three. Arrogance, confidence, Naruto corrected. Based on proven capabilities, not arrogance. Another council member spoke. Hiyashi Hyuga. What would you do about the Ninja Academy's curriculum? Some argue it's too harsh. Others say it's too soft. Oh, education, Naruto said. I'd add more practical training, less theory. Make sure students can actually survive missions. He paused. Also, better nap facilities. Very important for learning. Nap facilities? High. Rest is essential for chakra recovery, memory consolidation, general well-being. Naruto nodded seriously. I'd mandate nap time. You can't mandate nap time. Can't I? I'm the Hokage candidate. Naruto smiled. That sounds like something the Hokage could mandate. Despite themselves, people were laughing. This boy, this absurdly powerful, ridiculously efficient, impossibly casual boy, was making the most formal ceremony in village history into something almost fun. More questions came about diplomacy. I'll be very diplomatic after demonstrating overwhelming force, very effective. About economics. Money should go to important things like ramen shops and ninja salaries. About clan politics. Clans should work together or I'll make them very simple. Finally, Hiruzen called for the vote. All in favor of Naruto Uzumaki becoming the 5th Hokage, raise your hand. Hands rose. Not all of them. Not even most of them at first. But enough. Kakashi, Guy, Asuma, Kurenai, most of the Jonin who'd fought alongside him, Hiyashi Hyuga, surprisingly, several clan heads who valued strength above tradition. The count was close, exactly half plus one. The vote passes, Hiruzen announced. Naruto Uzumaki will become the 5th Hokage upon my retirement, which I'm announcing will occur in 3 months. Applause, uncertain at first, then growing stronger. Naruto stood there, hands still in his pockets. I won, he said. How unexpected. You're actually surprised? Kurama asked. A little. I thought they'd be more scared. They are scared, but they're also practical. You're the strongest ninja they have. Hi! Accurate assessment. Danzo stood abruptly and left the chamber. Naruto watched him go. That one's going to be a problem, Kurama warned. Probably. Naruto agreed. But that's a problem for Hokage Naruto, not candidate Naruto. You're candidate Naruto for 3 more months. Exactly. 3 months of not being responsible for that problem? Naruto smiled. Very efficient. The 3 months passed. Naruto trained, studied, learned the actual responsibilities of being Hokage. It was terrible. Why is there so much paperwork? He complained to Hiruzen. Because the village runs on documentation, Hiruzen explained patiently. Can't we just not document things? No. Can we hire someone to document things? You'll have assistants. Oh, assistants, that's better. Naruto perked up. Can I hire friends? Within reason. I want Shikamaru, he's smart and lazy, perfect combination. Shikamaru Nara is 12 years old. So, I'm 16, age is just a number. That's not how government works. Sounds like a flaw in the system. Despite his complaints, Naruto was learning how to delegate, how to prioritize, how to make decisions that affected thousands of lives. He was also dealing with threats. Tobi, revealed to actually be Obito Uchiha, Kakashi's supposedly dead teammate, had gone into hiding. But his plan was clear now, thanks to Nagato's intelligence, infinite Tsukuyomi, a genjutsu that would trap the entire world in an illusion of peace. That's a terrible plan, Naruto said when he learned about it. Fake peace isn't peace, it's just, he paused. Expensive nap time? Can you stop him? Hiruzen asked. Hi, easily, Naruto said. He needs all 9 Biju, I'm one of them, and he can't catch me, he smiled. So his plan is already doomed. Don't underestimate him. I won't, Naruto said, but I also won't overestimate him. He's just a man with a plan. I'm light with options. The day of the inauguration arrived. The entire village gathered in the square. Thousands of people come to witness their new Hokage. Naruto stood on the platform, wearing the traditional Hokage robes. They looked ridiculous on him. These robes are very uncomfortable, he complained to Hiruzen quietly. You'll get used to them, the old Hokage said, smiling. Will I? Or will I just stop wearing them? You can't just not wear the Hokage robes, can't I? Before Hiruzen could answer, the ceremony began. The formal transfer of the Hokage hat, the traditional words about duty, sacrifice, protection. Naruto listened to it all with his usual lazy expression. Then it was his turn to speak. Everyone, he said to the crowd. I'm your 5th Hokage now. Very official. People laughed nervously. I know what you're thinking. Naruto continued. You're thinking, this boy is too young, too casual, too weird to be Hokage. I am all those things. The laughter faded, replaced by uncertainty. But I'm also very strong, Naruto said. Strong enough to protect this village from anything, anyone, any threat. His expression became serious, the first time most people had seen him genuinely serious. The previous Hokages protected you with their lives. They died for this village. He adjusted his sunglasses. I won't die for this village, he said. Because I can't die. I'm too fast, too strong, too efficient. His smile returned. I'll live for this village and make sure every threat dies before reaching you. The crowd was silent. That's my promise, Naruto said. Not the will of fire, not noble sacrifice, just he paused. Very efficient protection. For a moment, no one moved. Then someone started clapping. Then another. Then the entire crowd erupted in applause. Naruto stood there, slightly surprised. Ni, they liked that? Of course they did, Kurama said. You just promised to be an immortal protector. Who wouldn't like that? Fair point. Hiruzen placed the Hokage hat on Naruto's head. It was too big. Ni, this doesn't fit. You'll grow into it, Hiruzen said, smiling. Will I? I'm already 16, might be done growing. I meant metaphorically. Oh, metaphors? Very poetic. The ceremony continued. Formal introductions of the Hokage's advisors, announcements of new policies, the traditional lighting of the Hokage flame. Naruto endured it all with visible impatience. Finally, it was over. He retreated to the Hokage office, now his office, and collapsed in the chair. Ni? That was exhausting. Shikamaru entered, carrying a stack of documents. Hokage-sama, he said formally. Don't call me that. Very uncomfortable. You're the Hokage now. Protocol requires. Protocol is troublesome, Naruto interrupted. Just call me Naruto, like normal. That's not how. Shikamaru, I'm making you my primary advisor. Congratulations. Shikamaru blinked. What? But I'm 12, high, and very smart, also very lazy, which means you'll find the most efficient way to do things. Naruto smiled. Perfect for helping me. This is too troublesome. Exactly, that's why you're perfect. Naruto stood. Now show me how to avoid as much paperwork as possible. You can't avoid paperwork if you're the Hokage. Can I? Let's test that theory. 6 months into Naruto's tenure as Hokage, Konoha had changed. The village was stronger, richer, more efficient. Naruto had revolutionized mission assignment, using his light-speed mobility to respond to emergencies personally. A ninja team trapped behind enemy lines? Naruto could reach them in minutes. A village under attack? Naruto was there before the smoke cleared. An S-rank missing 9 terrorizing civilians? Naruto handled it during his lunch break. The other villages didn't know how to respond. This boy Hokage, who could appear anywhere, anytime, with overwhelming force, he was effectively making Konoha untouchable. Diplomatically, it was complicated. The Raikage is upset, Shikamaru reported. He says you're disrupting the balance of power. Am I? Naruto yawned. How terrible. He's threatening economic sanctions. Ni, let him, we're self-sufficient. The Mizukage wants a meeting. Oh, a meeting. How exciting. Naruto's tone suggested it was anything but. What does she want? An alliance, possibly marriage. Naruto choked on his tea. Marriage? She's apparently very interested in your unique abilities. Ni, that's very forward. Naruto recovered. Tell her I'm flattered, but married to my job. That's not going to satisfy her. Then tell her I move too fast for relationships? Very truthful. Shikamaru sighed. You're making my job impossible. Good keeps you sharp. But beneath the casual efficiency, Naruto was preparing, because Tobi Obito was still out there, still planning, still dangerous. And 6 months after becoming Hokage, Obito made his move, not against Konoha directly, against the other Jinchuriki. In one coordinated strike, Obito attacked 4 villages simultaneously, using white Zetsu clones to distract while he personally extracted Biju, the 2 tails from Kumo, the 4 tails from Iwa, the 5 tails from Iwa, the 7 tails from Taki. 4 Biju, 4 Jinchuriki dead, all in one day. Naruto learned about it during a council meeting. His expression didn't change, but the temperature in the room dropped. Light began to flicker strangely around him. When? He asked quietly. This morning, the messenger said. The attacks happened simultaneously at dawn. Ni dawn, very poetic. Naruto stood. Shikamaru, you're in charge. Don't burn down the village. Wait, where are you? Naruto was already gone, transformed into light and shooting through the window. Finally, Kurama growled. Let's end this. Hi, time to work. Naruto didn't need to track Obito because he knew exactly where the man would go. The Gedo statue, the empty husk of the 10 tails that Obito was using to store extracted Biju. It was hidden in a pocket dimension, accessible only through Obito's Kamui technique. But Naruto had studied that technique. Light could move through dimensions if you knew the frequency. and Naruto had 6 months to learn Obito's dimensional frequency. He focused, adjusting his light form to match the Kamui dimension's wavelength, then stepped sideways through reality. The Kamui dimension was gray. The Kamui dimension was gray, empty, lifeless, except for the massive statue at its center, the Gedo stat now containing 7 of 9 Biju, and standing before it, Obito. "I was wondering when you'd arrive," Obito said without turning. "Oh, you were expecting me?" Naruto stepped fully into the dimension. "How thoughtful. You're the last obstacle. Once I have the 9 tails, my plan is complete." "Nee, your plan is terrible," Naruto said. "Fake peace, forcing people into illusions, very sad," says the boy who became Hokage at 16 through overwhelming force. "Force? I prefer demonstrated capability. I didn't force anyone. They voted, because they fear you." "Do they?" Naruto tilted his head. "Or do they trust me? Big difference. It doesn't matter." Obito turned, his Sharingan visible through his mask. "I'll take the 9 tails, complete the 10 tails, and create a world of true peace." "Nee, we're back to this," Naruto sighed. "Okay, let me explain why that won't work. I don't need your—" "First, you need all 9 Biju," Naruto interrupted. "I'm one of them. You can't catch me, so your plan fails there. Second, even if you somehow caught me, which you won't, Kurama wouldn't cooperate. He's very stubborn." "Damn right," Kurama agreed. "Third, even if you got Kurama, which you won't, the 9 tails is the strongest Biju, controlling him while managing the other 8. That would require," Naruto paused, "more chakra than you have." "You don't know what I'm capable of, don't I?" Naruto smiled. "Nee, I can see your chakra. It's enhanced by Hashirama cells. Very impressive, but still limited." He paused. "Also, your Kamui technique has a weakness." Obito's visible eye narrowed. "What weakness?" "You can only be intangible for 5 minutes continuously. After that, you need to solidify for at least a few seconds." Naruto tilted his head. "I timed it during our last encounter. That's impossible. No one has ever. I move at light speed." Naruto reminded him. "I can observe things happening too fast for normal perception." He smiled. "Including the moment your technique resets." Obito's chakra spiked with anger. "Then I'll just have to kill you faster than 5 minutes." "Oh, you're welcome to try," Obito attacked. Not with taijutsu, not with ninjutsu, with reality itself. The Kamui dimension warped, twisted, tried to crush Naruto between folding space. Naruto became light, slipping through the dimensional cracks. "Nee creative," he observed. "But space-time techniques affect matter, and light is energy, not matter. Then I'll absorb you." Obito's Pretapath ability activated. Inherited from Nagato's Rinnegan, which he'd reclaimed, the absorption field reached for Naruto's light form and passed through harmlessly. "Oh, absorption techniques," Naruto said. "Those work on chakra, but my light form isn't chakra. It's actual photons. Can't absorb what isn't there to absorb." Obito was visibly frustrated now. "You can't win. Every technique I use, you counter." "Hey, because I've thought about this fight for 6 months," Naruto said. "Every possible strategy you might use, every technique you might deploy, every scenario." He paused. "I've planned for all of them." "Then what's the point of fighting?" "Nee. Good question," Naruto said. "The point is," he became serious, "you need to understand that your plan won't work, can't work, will never work." He paused. "And it's time to stop." "Never," Obito roared. "I'll create the perfect world, where Rin is alive, where there's no pain." "Rin is dead," Naruto said quietly, "and no illusion will change that. The infinite Tsukuyomi won't bring her back. It will just trap people in dreams." He paused. "Including you." "A dream is better than this reality." "Is it?" Naruto tilted his head. "Nee, I lost my parents, never knew them, grew up hated, alone, scared." He paused. "If I wanted, I could use my power to force the village to love me, to create an illusion of acceptance." He smiled. "But that would be fake. And fake love is worse than real loneliness. You don't understand." "Don't I?" Naruto's voice went cold. "I understand perfectly. You're running away, hiding from pain by trying to erase reality." He paused. "But pain is part of life. Without it, joy means nothing. Without loss, love has no weight. Spare me your philosophy." "Nee, it's not philosophy. It's physics," Naruto said. "Light only exists because of darkness. You can't have one without the other." He paused. "Your perfect world, where there's no pain, no loss, no darkness, that world would have no light either." Obito was quiet. You're saying I should just accept that Rin is dead? I'm saying you should accept that running from her death won't honor her life, Naruto said. Living, really living, despite the pain, that honors her. I can't. Can't you? Naruto extended his hand. Ni, you could surrender. Help me prevent this from happening to others. Use your knowledge, your power for actual good instead of fake peace. Obito stared at the offered hand. Then he looked at the ghetto statue, at the bijou sealed inside. I can't undo what I've done. No, Naruto agreed. But you can stop doing more damage. That's a start. For a long moment, Obito didn't move. Then slowly, he reached for Naruto's hand. I'll try. Naruto grabbed his hand. Good, that's all anyone can do. But before they could shake, the dimension ruptured. A massive presence erupted into the Kamui space. Black, ancient, malevolent. Foolish pawns, a voice boomed. Did you think I would let you ruin my plans? A figure materialized. Pale skin, horns, Rinnegan eyes across her forehead, Kotsutsuki, the mother of chakra itself. Oh, this is new, Naruto observed. Who are you? I am the origin, Kaguya declared. The source of all chakra, and I have returned to reclaim my power. That's Kaguya, Kurama roared internally. The rabbit goddess. She's the one who created chakra in the first place. Ni, very impressive resume, Naruto said. But I have a question. Speak. Have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? Kaguya's eyes widened. Naruto moved, at full light speed, enhanced by Kurama's chakra. His kick caught Kaguya in the chest. The same kick that had shattered Gaara's absolute defense, that had broken through Pain's bodies, that had demolished armies. Kaguya flew backward, crashing through the dimensional walls. Oh, she's durable, Naruto observed. Interesting. Kaguya stood completely unharmed, her expression cold. You dare strike a god? Ni gods bleed, Naruto said. That makes them just, he paused. Very powerful people? I am beyond your comprehension. Am I? Let's test that. The fight began. Kaguya created dimensions, lava worlds, ice worlds, gravity wells. Naruto moved through them all at light speed, impossible to trap. She launched all-killing ash bones, attacks that would turn anyone to dust on contact. Naruto became intangible light, letting them pass through. She used infinite Tsukuyomi, the ultimate genjutsu. Naruto's light form was immune. Genjutsu affected the mind through chakra disruption, but light had no mind to disrupt. You should not exist, Kaguya screamed. Chakra is my domain. Light is not chakra. Exactly, Naruto said. That's why you can't beat me, he attacked. Hikanka Mugen Yasakani, infinite sacred jewel, infinite light projectiles filled every dimension Kaguya created. She dodged, blocked, tried to absorb them with her Rinnegan. But there were too many, coming too fast, from too many angles. Several pierced through her defenses. Kaguya screamed, an inhuman sound of rage and pain. Impossible! I am immortal! Ni, immortal doesn't mean invincible, Naruto said. Just, he paused, hard to kill permanently. I will devour your chakra. I don't use chakra for my light techniques, Naruto corrected. I use actual photons converted from ambient light, he smiled. Can't devour what isn't chakra. Kaguya's expression shifted from rage to something like fear. What? What are you? Naruto Uzumaki, 5th Hokage, light release user. Naruto said, also very tired of people trying to destroy the world. The world is mine too. Not anymore. Hikari Henka, Bansho, light of all creation. Pure creation light erupted from Naruto, the same technique that had unmade Pain's Chibaku Tensei, but amplified, enhanced by Kurama's full power. Boosted by 6 months of practice, the light touched Kaguya and began to age her, not physically, conceptually, accelerating her existence forward through time. No, Kaguya thrashed. I am eternal. I cannot. The light intensified. Kaguya's form began to crack, to crumble, to fade. You cannot erase a god. Can't I? Naruto's voice echoed through the dimensions. Light creates, but it also destroys. It brings life and ends it. He paused. You were born from chakra. Chakra is just energy, he smiled. And I control all energy in the form of light. No. Kaguya's final scream echoed as she dissolved into pure light. The ghetto statue shattered. The 7 Biju trapped inside were released. The dimensions collapsed. Naruto found himself back in the real world, standing in a crater where Obito's hideout had been. The freed Biju surrounded him, massive and ancient. You, the Two-Tails spoke. You freed us. Hi, very efficiently. Naruto said, exhausted. Ni, can you all go back to your villages? I have paperwork to do. You defeated Kaguya Otsutsuki, the four-tailed said with awe, the mother of chakra herself. Did I? I wasn't sure who she was, Naruto yawned. Just knew she was attacking, so I stopped her. You're joking, the five-tailed said. You must understand what you've done. Ni, I saved the world? Naruto guessed. Very exciting. Can I nap now? The Biju exchanged glances. Then they laughed, deep rumbling sounds that shook the earth. You're strange, Naruto Uzumaki, the seven-tailed said. But we approve. Oh, approval, how nice. One by one, the Biju departed, returning to their villages, their homes, their lives. Kurama remained, of course. That was closer than you made it look, the fox observed. Hi, she was very strong, Naruto admitted. If I hadn't spent 6 months preparing, learning dimensional physics, understanding how to age concepts, he paused. I might have actually struggled. Might have? Probably would have, but I didn't, so it worked out. Naruto smiled. Very efficient. You're impossible. Thank you. Obito approached, looking shell-shocked. You actually did it. Hey, told you I would, Naruto said. Ni, what are you going to do now? Your plan is destroyed. Your goddess is gone. Your life's work is dust. Obito was quiet, then he removed his mask. I don't know. Ni, that's honest, Naruto said. How about, he paused, you help me rebuild? Make up for the damage? Use your knowledge for good. After everything I've done, after everything you've done, you have a choice, Naruto said. Keep running or start fixing things. He extended his hand again. I vote fixing. Obito stared at the hand. Then finally he took it. I'll try. Good, that's all I ask. They returned to Konoha together, the Hokage who moved at light speed and the former villain who'd learned to stop running from pain. The village celebrated. News spread quickly. The Akatsuki was destroyed. The Biju were freed. An ancient goddess had been defeated. And the fifth Hokage had done it all, alone in one day. Ni, can we stop celebrating? Naruto asked from the balcony of the Hokage Tower. It's very loud. You saved the world, Sakura called up. Let people celebrate. I didn't save the world, just eliminated a threat. Very different. That's literally the same thing, Tenten added. Is it? The party continued for 3 days. Naruto endured it with visible patience. On the 4th day, life returned to normal. Paperwork, meetings, diplomatic negotiations, all the boring parts of being Hokage. Ni, I preferred fighting a goddess, Naruto complained to Shikamaru. Too bad. This is your life now. Very troublesome. 10 years passed. Konoha prospered under Naruto's leadership. The village became the most powerful in the elemental nations, not through conquest, but through Naruto's sheer presence. No one attacked Konoha, because no one wanted to face the Hokage who moved at light speed. Naruto married, surprisingly, Hinata Hyuga, who'd loved him since childhood and was one of the few people who could tolerate his personality. Ni, you're very patient, he told her. You're worth the patience, she said. They had 2 children, Boruto and Himawari. Both inherited some form of his light release, though not as powerful. Thank God, Naruto said when he learned. One light speed ninja is enough. Hinata laughed. The ninja world changed. Slowly, gradually, peace became the norm instead of the exception. Not because of fear, though Naruto's reputation helped, but because villages started actually talking to each other. Sharing resources, trading fairly, resolving disputes diplomatically. Ni, who would have thought? Naruto said during one particularly boring summit. That talking works better than fighting. The other Kage stared at him. You, the Raikage said slowly, literally defeated our enemies by fighting them. Different situations, those were threats. You're just, Naruto paused. Annoying, but not dangerous. Did you just call me annoying? Hey, very annoying, but in a productive way. Despite his casual attitude, Naruto was happy, not loudly, not obviously, but content. He had a family, a village that respected him, friends who tolerated his weirdness, and most importantly, he could nap whenever he wanted. Ni, life is good, he said one evening, watching the sunset from the Hokage monument. It is, Kurama agreed. The fox had mellowed over the years. We did well, kid. We? Pretty sure I did all the work. I provided moral support. You complained constantly. That is moral support, from my perspective. Naruto laughed. 20 years after becoming Hokage, Naruto stepped down. He was 36, still young, still powerful, but ready for someone else to handle the paperwork. Ni, I've served long enough, he told the council. Time for the next generation? Who will replace you? They asked. Shikamaru? Obviously, Naruto said. He's been doing most of the actual work anyway. I just show up for the fighting. That's actually accurate, Shikamaru admitted. See, he's perfect. The transition was smooth. Shikamaru became the 6th Hokage. Naruto became what he'd always wanted to be, a regular ninja who happened to be absurdly overpowered. Finally, he said, turning in his Hokage robes, freedom. You're still the village's strongest asset, Shikamaru pointed out. Hi, but now I can choose my missions. Naruto smiled. Very efficient, he took long-term exploration missions, traveling the world at light speed, helping villages that needed it, eliminating threats before they became problems, living life at his own pace. This is nice, he said, sitting on a mountain peak somewhere in the land of lightning. No paperwork, no meetings, just, he paused. Existence. You're getting philosophical in your old age, Kurama observed. I'm 36, not old, for a human who can turn into light and basically never ages. You're a baby. Fair point. Naruto watched the clouds drift by, thought about his life, about the scared 4-year-old who turned into light for the first time, about the boy who'd been hated and feared, about the ninja who'd become Hokage, about the man who'd saved the world. Ni Kurama? Yeah? Do you think I did okay? The fox was quiet for a moment. Kid, Kurama said finally, you did better than okay. You took power that could have destroyed the world and used it to protect people. You faced gods and won. You changed an entire ninja system. He paused. You did more than okay. You did perfectly. Perfectly? That seems excessive. Efficiently, then. Naruto smiled. Hey, efficiently, I like that. He stood, stretching. Time to go home. Hinata's making ramen. You have a wife who makes you ramen and you're sitting on a mountain? Good point. Naruto transformed into light, and in a flash really, he was home. In Konoha, with his family, living the life he'd fought for, the life he'd protected, the life he'd earned. Tadaima, he called out. Okari. Hinata responded from the kitchen. His children, now teenagers, barely looked up from their training. Normal, peaceful, boring, perfect. Naruto sat down at the table waiting for his ramen. So, Kurama said, what happens next? Next. Naruto smiled. Next we eat. Then I nap. Then maybe I'll teach the kids some new techniques. Then more napping. He paused. Very full schedule. You're incorrigible. I know. The ramen arrived. Naruto ate slowly, savoring each bite. Outside, Konoha thrived. The village he'd protected, the people he'd saved, the world he'd changed, all because a boy who could turn into light decided that protecting people was more efficient than destroying them. Life is very good, Naruto said between bites. And it was. Not because there were no more threats, not because everything was perfect, but because he'd learned something important over the years. Power wasn't about destroying enemies, it was about protecting what mattered. And Naruto, the second yellow flash, the 5th Hokage, the man who could move at light speed, had found what mattered. Family, friends, peace, and really good ramen. Oishi, he said, finishing his bowl. You're such a simple creature, Kurama laughed. Simplicity is efficient. Hi, it is. And so Naruto Uzumaki, the boy who became light, lived, not fighting, not running, just existing, at his own pace, in his own way, efficiently. End epilogue. 50 years later, the memorial stone stood in the center of Konoha, a monument to the 5th Hokage. Not because he died, Naruto Uzumaki was very much alive, still moving at light speed, still casually overpowered, still enjoying ramen, but because the village wanted to honor him while he could appreciate it. This is embarrassing, Naruto said at the unveiling ceremony. He was 86 now, but looked 40 due to his light form preventing aging. You deserve it, Boruto said, the current 7th Hokage. Do I? I just did my job, very efficiently. You saved the world, multiple times. Only twice? 3 times if you count that thing with the moon, Naruto shrugged. Not that many. The crowd laughed. Some things never changed. Naruto looked at the memorial, a statue of him in mid-transformation, half solid, half light. The sculptor did good work. Grandpa, Himawari's daughter asked, is it true you can turn into light? Hi, want to see? Before anyone could object, Naruto transformed, his body becoming pure radiance. The little girl gasped in wonder. Oh, pretty. Hi, very pretty. Naruto reformed, smiling. Also useful for traveling and fighting and impressing children. You're showing off, Kurama grumbled. A little, the ceremony continued. Speeches about his legacy, stories about his achievements, testimonials from people he'd saved. Naruto endured it all with his usual lazy patience. When it finally ended, he retreated to Ichiraku, the ramen stand that had been there since his childhood. Tochi had long since passed, but his grandchildren ran it now. The usual, Hokage-sama? Not Hokage anymore, just Naruto, he corrected. And hey, the usual. The ramen arrived. Naruto ate slowly, savoring it. Some things never change, he mused. And some things do, Kurama said. You're old now. 86, not that old. For a normal human. But I'm not normal, I'm light. Naruto smiled. Light doesn't age. You still age, brat, just slower. Hi? Very slowly. Might live to 200 at this rate. Lucky me, 200 years of your terrible jokes. You love my jokes? I tolerate them. Same thing? Naruto finished his ramen, paid, walked out into the evening air. Konoha stretched out before him, a village he'd protected for over 60 years. We did good, didn't we? Yeah, Kurama said softly. We did good. Naruto transformed into light and shot into the sky, not going anywhere particular. Just flying, enjoying existence, living life at the speed of light. Oh, this is nice. It is. And somewhere in the village below, children pointed at the golden streak across the sky. Look, it's Naruto-sama. The fastest ninja ever. The light-speed Hokage. Their parents smiled. Because in Konoha, in the ninja world, across all the nations, Naruto Uzumaki was a legend. Not because he was the strongest, not because he defeated gods, but because when the world needed someone who could move fast enough to save it, be efficient enough to protect it, and be powerful enough to change it, he was there at the speed of light every single time. Life is very good, Naruto said to the stars, and somewhere in the distance, if you listened carefully, you could hear him add, have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? And the universe, amused, had no answer, because Naruto Uzumaki, the boy who became light, had already moved on to the next adventure, at his own pace, in his own way, efficiently, always.
And that's how the most overpowered Naruto changes everything. If you enjoyed this light-speed journey through a completely reimagined shinobi world, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss when we drop part 2. Because trust me, you haven't seen Naruto's full power yet. Drop a comment telling me your favorite moment and what technique you want to see next. Time is money, after all. See you in the next one.